sliding, sweeping action. And so you have to get him to elevate the ball.
Tomorrow we'll have game 1 of the ALCS. How about what do we need to keep an eye on for this series?
How early and often both these teams can get to the opponent's bullpens. And what I mean by that is these are the two best offenses that you're going to see in all of baseball with the Astros and the Red Sox.
Our Jessica Mendoza, who will join Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, 8:30 Eastern this morning, 8:30 Eastern tonight, Dodgers and Giants. Game 5 here on ESPN Radio and, of course, take it with you on the ESPN app. Dodgers, Giants, one of them moves on. They get the Braves in the NLCS. That's going to do it for SportsCenter All Night. I'm Jay Reynolds. It's Thursday, October 14th, birthday of our own Stephen A. Smith. He has certainly had plenty to say about Kyrie Irving and the Nets situation. Much more reaction to that situation coming up this morning. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, they're next. It's ESPN Radio.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max starts next at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and ESPN News.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get in on the action. Well, no more, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide, with plans starting at just $35 a month with no contract. And get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for only $299, all on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required, actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Time for an oil change? We've got what you need to check it off your list. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Valvoline Max Life High Mileage Motor Oil and an STP oil filter, plus an STP air filter or cabin air filter, all for just $35.99. And you can get it all fast, your way. Just order online with our free same-day store pickup or next-day delivery.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Start your job today at AutoZone.com. Restrictions apply.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code BOOST for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST.
Today on Hey Culligan, why does your team stink? Here's Coach Waters.
Hey Culligan, yeah, my team stinks.
Ooh, harsh.
No, I mean they stink. They won't hit the showers because it makes their skin all dry and itchy.
Coach, it sounds like your guys have been hit hard by hard water.
You kidding me? Hard water?
Yep, so let's call an audible in the form of one Culligan Smart High Efficiency Water Softener to get the smooth back in their skin and the stink out of your team.
Okay, Culligan, I'm putting you in.
Coach, we're already on the way. Kick things off with a free in-home water test from a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
O'Reilly. It's Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. That means you can get up to a $25 gift card after mail-in rebate with the purchase of your Superstart battery. Return power, performance, and reliability to your car, truck, motorcycle, and more with Superstart batteries. Only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Gain presents a tale of longing and long-lasting scent. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Add Gain scent beads for an even longer-lasting scent.
For all the night owls, late-nighters, and sleepyheads out there, there's a solve for your morning blues. A delicious and savory breakfast from Mickey D's. Because if you can't be a morning person, At least you can even the odds.
Wake up to a sausage McMuffin with egg for just $2.50 at McDonald's. And the odds of you having a great day are now way, way in your favor.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Price and participation may vary.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
I know I'm wearing my day after hoodie for the Eagles, but it's a game day, and we get it kicked off here in the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, I'm wearing my game day after hoodie because tomorrow we will be at center ice with the Flyers, reminiscing about what happens tonight versus Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Our Bradford White water heater sponsor is fantastic. We love Bradford White. They're here for the pro, and we appreciate them being part of our 6 o'clock hour. Whenever anything throws off the routine, Bob, it's a little bit off. But I was like, you gotta represent the Eagles today in some sort, and I usually wear this the day after. So breaking routine, this is a big thing for me. The other day I was very calm when we weren't ready to sit down at 5 a.m. and everything.
Aren't we? We're starting to mold you.
But I'm trying to do things that make me in an uncomfortable. And this morning I said, you know what? I will wear the Friday morning hoodie on Thursday and not be bothered by it. Not going to be bothered by it at all. It sort of bothers me, but it's not going to bother me.
The fact that you've talked about it
won't bother me at all. It won't bother me.
I will say.
But we'll be all right. Let's get it started today. I so want to pull the trigger on a giant upset pick this morning. Got an itchy trigger finger. And Tom Brady has an injured hand, and I do believe it's an injured hand. From watching the video from the Tampa Bay television station yesterday of walking off after practice, seeing it wrapped up tells me that he's hurting, at least in some way. The Bucs' pass defense, putrid. Absolutely disgraceful. And it's a short week with the Eagles at home, and they get that advantage of not having to travel. All those things, I think, will contribute to a great, entertaining game tonight. Yes, I use the G word. I will not be shocked if the Eagles grab the lead a couple of times tonight. I will be shocked if the Eagles can hold off Tom Brady and close the deal for 4 quarters. I believe Nick Sirianni is going to call a great game tonight. His best game calling that we've seen. He has to. The opposition defense gives up yards in giant chunks. So I got to believe he has seen many possibilities this week. But in the end, I see Tampa Bay surviving a scrappy Eagles team in a 31-27 defeat. Tomorrow morning, I expect to be praising Nick Sirianni and the Eagles, not burying them. And that's where I start this hour. We'll find out where Bob and Pat are. We've got Connor and Mike directing things behind the scenes, and the coach, Eric Camille. It's the John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. So I'm expecting to be highly entertained tonight, Bob. I'm expecting to be sitting in the Kincade downstairs, enjoying the festivities, watching an Eagles game downstairs for the first time. And I
what
think
time you want us over?
I think it's going to be a memorable night. Coach, this isn't the night you need to sleep over, right? I mean, because this will be, I plan to be in my PJs and really enjoying Thursday night football.
Yeah, I'm out.
The coach is out.
You're in your PJs, I'm out. Forget it.
Well, I got new Pajamagram PJs, too.
Love
so
the big wiener.
There it is.
Whoa.
So that's where I sit. I expect to see a very entertaining game tonight. I'll go 31-27 Buccaneers. And as I said, I'm not going to be shocked if the Eagles hold the lead a couple times tonight. I will be shocked, though, if they're able to close the deal against Tom Brady and the Bucs. I don't know that this team is ready to win that kind of game yet. But I do believe tomorrow morning we're going to be more excited about what we see.
Okay. I'm not as optimistic as you about a great game. Here's the thing that I think might be an advantage, and I do agree with you on, John, is that a short week doesn't allow for Nick Sirianni to overhear the name Tom Brady or for Jonathan Gannon to overhear the name Tom Brady, right? You know who you're playing. You know he's the greatest. If that gets into your mind for too long, that could do wonders to you. So the fact that they have to jump right in, jump right against him, I think that kind of knocks that down a notch a little bit about the hype part of facing Tom Brady. So I think that's a good thing. I also think that Jonathan Gannon needs to. I'm not as confident that he will, but he needs to come up with a fun game plan tonight. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. I want to see quick-hitting runs right off the bat to set up the pass. I think the passing game will be there, but I don't think you can just solely jump right into it. So that's what I would like to see from them. However, Tom Brady's he's already talked about this Eagles defense. You watch him, and it's like, oh, my God, this guy's already put in 20 hours of film on this Eagles defense. He knows every in and out, and when you're throwing to guys like Godwin and Evans and Brown, I just don't see Nelson and Slay and company being able to hold that down enough. And Leonard Fournette, when they give him the ball, and I think they will tonight 12 to 15 times, he knows how to break off some chunkage.
He's an effective runner.
Effective is the perfect word.
He's efficient as far as giving you production.
Yeah.
Nothing spectacular. Usually.
But 3rd and 2, they're not afraid to give it to him, and he's most likely going to get it for you. Something the Eagles, don't have at their arsenal right now. So the Dallas Goedert thing is big, whether he's not in there or not, and you're going to have to rely solely on Zach Ertz. That could be big for the Eagles. I like you, I think it'll be entertaining for a while, but I think Brady just does what he does, and I got it 31-17 Tampa.
So you have a 31-17. I got 10 more points on the board. So we both go Tampa with 31. Bob just has it a lot more comfortable for the Buccaneers. Pat, lay it on the line early.
If Billy Mumphrey was a cockeyed optimist, then the antithesis of that is me. Because, this is going to be a slaughter fest. This is going to be horrible. Brady's going to dice these guys up. It is going to be ugly. This game will be over by halftime. 45-24.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what I love about you, Pat, though, is that you don't dance the fence.
I'd love to think your way. I'd love to think that I'm going to invest
that you're going to be entertained,
and it'll be entertained. It'll be a good game, and the game that you laid out is everything you want, right? They are competitive. They're competitive against one of the best teams, obviously the defending Super Bowl champs, but they don't win in a meaningless game, really. They'll keep their draft position where they want it to. That is the perfect scenario.
It is the perfect scenario for the long-term plan.
I don't see that happening.
Okay, and it's there's a lot of data to say Pats is the most logical view. A lot of what we've seen so far this year tells me that Pats is the most logical expectation tonight, is that Tom Brady can take care of business and just have a slaughter fest, as Pat so colorfully puts it. But to me, I love watching the shortened NFL games because it just gives you such a good thing to be able to look at the teams you're going to play. Tampa gives up easy pass plays.
Yeah.
There's a lot of easy pass plays, big windows to be made. I would be shocked. I can't wait to see all the numbers on my Park Sportsbook app on the over-under numbers for yardage. I'm going to go look at Devontae Smith. I'm going to look at, if we see Miles Sanders. I may even consider that tonight they're going to call Miles Sanders' number and give him an opportunity to run the football. Maybe they won't have him run it between the tackles, which would be running right into the teeth of what the Buccaneers want you to do. Maybe they'll find creative ways to get it to him.
Look, the Eagles ran the ball well last week when Carolina knew they were had to run the ball, and they ran outside.
And they ran it well.
They ran it well. So maybe that's something that Nick Sirianni picks up on, that he wants to go to again. Outside running was really, really good. Look, we can blame incorrectly Miles Sanders for getting out of bounds, but that was after 6 and 7 and 8 yards.
Yes.
They did well there. I really do. I don't want to see the RPO runs to set up the pass. That's not what I want to see under center. Boom, handoff. I want Miles Sanders to get a running start. I really think that's a big part of his game when he gets his legs moving before the ball's handed to him and then can pick his spots and go. I think he's better off that way. So that's what I'm looking for early. Legitimate handoffs to your running backs to set up some sort of passing game.
I thought it was interesting on NFL Live. They were talking about, the Eagles, came up in conversation. One of the things is, well, Nick Sirianni and Miles Sanders, Pat, doesn't have the running back that he wants. That he'll be looking to find the running back he wants in future years in the draft or in free agency, the running back that he wants. I don't know since you've got Gainwell and his skill set, what does he want in the other running back then?
That's news to me. That's a puzzling comment.
Like, I
Because
think
exactly,
so, too.
What would you? What's your ideal situation? You've already drafted a running back, and you're using him.
And they seem to have more confidence in Gainwell.
They do.
I think they have more confidence in Gainwell to say, we want you to do this, and he does it.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they're at the very least they have more confidence in him, and it would make sense because he's their handpicked guy. You know, they inherited Miles Sanders. But,
sure.
Man, that's a confusing comment because
yeah. And I think it was Dan Orlovsky that made it. The idea that maybe Nick Sirianni's going to go get the kind of running back that he wants. I don't know what alternate running back they want to Gainwell.
Yeah, this isn't. I mean, with all due respect to Carell Buckhalter, this isn't Carell Buckhalter. This isn't a situation of Eldra Buckley in the back. Like Miles Sanders is a damn good running back. Do I think he's the best running back? No, but he's a really good running back. So what? How do you improve on that?
It's the biggest mystery to me, and I wish that somebody got to the bottom of it. I wish that somebody was able. And I wonder with some of the COVID restrictions and things like that for the reporting teams, whether they have trouble getting access to the players one-on-one, Bob, where you would sniff something out. If you're when you're back in the day covering the Sixers, and somebody's not being used, or a coaching staff seems cool on a guy, you'd have ways to get around the story one-on-one, be able to talk to players, hear some things. These guys right now, you're asking Zach Berman and Jeff McClain and all the great Eagles crew that covers it, you're asking them to get to the bottom of it with limited access to the players.
Well, did you hear what Miles Sanders said this week?
I did not.
Yeah, because he didn't talk.
Exactly.
There's your point. Exactly. It's tough. You know, Miles Sanders might not make himself available. I think there's some frustration there. Look, the hardest thing...
Somebody would have sniffed this out.
Yeah.
In previous years when you had normal access, there would have been with one of the great crew that covers the Eagles.
Sure.
It's
if there's something to sniff out. Like with Nick Sirianni, I just what I look at is patience. And it's hard for a rookie head coach to have patience. They want things to work right away. They want to prove themselves. It's not like, okay, we're working on this. It's like, no, I've worked on it. It's working. With Miles Sanders, much like you and I were having a conversation the other day about Barry Sanders off air. You know, you had to wait out the 1 to 2 yard runs, the minus 3 yard runs, before they broke off that 30 or 40 yard run. Well, that's kind of what Miles Sanders is, and I'm not comparing him to Barry Sanders. But that's kind of what Miles Sanders is. You have to be patient with him in order for him to break that big play. And usually once he does, then he gets himself into a rhythm. But if you're not patient and you don't allow it and his runs are coming just here and there, then it really doesn't happen. So the patience of a running game probably would lead to Miles Sanders producing more, but a rookie head coach having patience on a team that's not all that good, that is looking to get big plays as quickly as they can, it's just not a good recipe for Miles Sanders right now.
Pat Egan peed in your Wheaties this morning. I'm not saying, Pat, that you're incorrect or that your logic is not there. But a third 40-point game, will have people really pissed off tomorrow morning. I think a third 40-point game in the first 6 games would have people really pissed off. I really do. I don't think anyone's going to be pissed off if they lose. I really don't.
Yeah.
I think there's a way you can lose, though. A style that you can. If it's a teeth kicking in, you give up 45 points and you are not competitive, I think people are going to be really pissed off tomorrow morning.
I don't think so.
You know what? I hear both of what you're saying.
I don't think you do.
But I think people are less. I think people are more hyped about this game, thinking they have a chance than they were. I think you might have said this yesterday. Than they were against Kansas City. I think everybody was.
I heard you and Andrew bring this up last night on Beers with Bob.
Yeah, I think everybody was like, "Oh, they're going to get their ass kicked against Kansas City," me included. And for some reason, I think people are more optimistic about this game tonight than they were about the Kansas City game. Therefore, they might be more pissed off tomorrow if it's an ass kicking.
Are you leaning more towards Bob? Bob's assessment, the 31-17, mine 31-27. Pat 45-24.
It's a good poll question.
All of us losing. We're not going to do that, though. We could, but we're not going to do that. But you can join us at 610-632-0975 and talk some sense into one of us. If you were going to talk sense into one of us, I'd be interested to find out which one of us you would talk sense into. Because we all are at different parts of this game.
Yeah, we really are. It's
the first time it's the first time we've ever done the exercise and where we have 3 distinct views of tonight.
Yeah,
one of us is going to be right. There's no way that one of us won't be right.
This is interesting. You have it as a close game, like a good close game.
No, I think it's going to be a great, we're super excited. They maybe take the lead a couple times type of thing.
Yeah, and I have it as Tampa's going to control this game. They'll win it, control it, never a doubt type of thing. And Pat just has an all-out ass-kicking.
Pat thinks this is going to be Halloween. Sorry. What is it, Halloween 21 now?
Sure, why not?
By the way, I did not know till yesterday that there was a new Halloween.
Yeah.
I thought they just did one with Jamie Lee Curtis that I saw a year ago.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Okay.
He just keeps coming back.
It's unbelievable.
It's like Sally Mae.
Stefano Demera.
Keeps coming back. It's your nightmare.
Unbelievable. You can get in with us if you want to early on here at 610-632-0975. A reminder to you, the Fanatic pregame show comes your way at 6 tonight. Live from the Gatehouse in the Navy Yard. Devon Givens, Derek Gunn, and Andrew Salchunas. Guest host tonight. All are welcome. Stop by, say hi, enjoy the festivities. And our friends at Philly Sports Trips can get you a pass to that tailgate where you're parking, you're eating and drinking for free, you're taking the free shuttle over to the stadium. It is a great, great deal. And we're going to be telling you about some fun we're going to be having out in Las Vegas because, boys, we're a week away.
Yeah,
we're
we
a
are.
week away. And
Did you start packing?
No, because I have to pack tonight to go to Atlanta
That's
for
right.
the weekend.
You go home this
It's
weekend.
homecoming.
Yes.
Got to
Awesome.
go to homecoming this weekend. And it's only going to be 87 tomorrow in Atlanta.
87?
87.
It's going up to 82. 83 here on Saturday.
It's so hot.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be it's the last day they're saying of real.
That's what they always say.
I know, they keep saying that.
Yeah, this will be
You
the
know
last
what?
day.
Does Adam Joseph lie to us? Is that what we're finding out?
No.
You don't think he lies to us?
No, it's just this is a crazy weather pattern we're in.
Honestly, I don't know how Carl puts up with them.
We're Adam Joseph people.
Because I think I'm more of a Carl person.
I love them both equally, just like my children.
I'm going to say I'm thinking Carl's maybe got a duplicitous guy in the house. He's got to keep an eye on.
Duplicitous.
Got to keep an eye on.
What a word.
I'm thinking that we were done with the heat. It's got to be done soon.
It's not Adam's fault. They only report the story. They don't make the story.
I'm having new landscaping put down today, and I'm hoping that it's going to be not too hot. Please. Hey, it seems Ben Simmons got exiled to a college gym, according to reports yesterday, to work out. Why is he working out? Now, I know he's working out. He's always in great shape, and Bob has always talked about that he shows up in great shape. The guy's a professional about not doing it. He's not going to do a James Harden routine and do, hey, hey, hey. He wants his game to be ready. He wants to be in shape. He's always done that. But he's not doing this just to pass the time. This appears to me to be a clear indication that the 76ers want him back and expect him to play. I've been told by other people, he ain't playing for the Sixers. So I'm trying. There's different ways to read events, much like we're reading tonight's game with the Eagles. Bob, how do you read a Ben Simmons getting himself in shape, getting himself ready to go? To me, that tells me the Sixers are going to want him to play. Or is he okay? Tell me what you're thinking.
I don't think he plays for the Sixers this ever again. I just don't. I think that ship has sailed. If you listen into what Doc Rivers said yesterday and the day before, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in his head. Danny Green talking about it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if he comes back, he comes back. What are we going to do?
So they pay him not to play? Because if he shows up to work, from what I understand, by the way, the last episode of The Jump tomorrow, just in case you're feeling nostalgic, if he shows up healthy, COVID protocols met, and ready to go, they have to pay him. Yeah. He's going to get his money.
Yeah, he's going to get his money.
So they're going to pay him not to play? What sense does that make?
I don't know if they go to him and say, look, we're not going to play you. If you want to sit here and collect a paycheck, go ahead. It's kind of it's a struggle of power right now. I got to tell you, if I'm a head coach, I know the business aspect of it. I understand it all. And I understand it, but I'm not in it. Let's say that. Doc Rivers, it's probably going to be hard for him to go to Daryl Morey and say, look, I don't want this guy on my team because we're not a better team now with him coming out because nobody wants to play with him. I mean, that's the underlying factor. These guys don't want him around. They'll say what they have to say, but I don't think this team wants him around. This organization probably doesn't either after everything that's gone down. So, yeah, he's getting ready to play an NBA season. I don't know if he's getting ready to play an NBA season for the Philadelphia 76ers. If I was a betting man, I'd say no.
Okay, I say suck it up, Buttercup, Pat. And that's what I say no to his teammates.
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't want to play with him. I don't care if he injured your feelings, if he violated your trust or whatever. We have an asset here that we have to make great value of. And I don't believe in, I know Mike and Tyrone are very big on this in the afternoon. Their belief is, and they're very educated basketball guys, they think he's more valuable if you don't play him. I don't understand that logic. And every time I hear it, I don't understand where that logic comes into play.
No, I don't really get that either. I think he needs to rebuild his trade value and show that he's not the guy that you saw 3 months of horrible play that we saw towards the end of the season. I think he does it by playing.
I think he does it by playing. He was an all-star last year. Go out and be an all-star.
I understand. But if he comes out and plays, and it's the same stuff that you saw before, where he's not shooting it all, he's not taking jump shots, he's that guy. Everybody knows what that guy is. Although the latest taste is your playoff performance, everybody knows that Ben Simmons is a great passer, rebounder, defender, all of that stuff.
You mean an all-star?
Okay.
So he goes out and plays all-star caliber. He was an all-star last year.
Everybody knows what you're saying.
Yeah,
everybody
but
knows that.
the last 3 months of the season, he wasn't an all-star. The last 3 months, he was bad. You know,
I don't think it was 3 months, Pat.
It was 2.
It was down the stretch. I think it was the last month and then the playoffs.
Everything ever since the story came out with his sister, he was bad.
Yeah, he was bad.
He was not good.
He missed time and all that. But I don't think he's going to prove anything to anybody by getting on the floor.
Okay.
Unless he goes out and starts shooting 10, 15-footers. But I don't think he's going to do that.
Hey, our friends at Business Roundtable pay for this message. More expensive gas and groceries. You're all feeling it. Some in Congress are pushing tax hikes on business with government spending that they believe is going to make inflation worse. Congress, protect hardworking Americans. That's our friends at Business Roundtable giving you that message. David, you can have a quick message in here with us. David, you're on the John Kincade Show on The Fanatic.
I believe that you got to suck it up just like y'all said, because guess what? It's teams that have a guy to shoot 40 times in the game and you get 3 shots. You be mad as can be, but you got to play with them.
Yes, I mean, you got to
put out there, you play.
Sometimes you work with people.
Listen who we're putting the onus on now.
Okay, but guess what? Sometimes at work, I have worked with people that I haven't liked.
Name names.
I've worked with
Jamie.
people that I have not wanted to work with in my career.
Bob.
And I've been told to go be a professional, suck it up. You're paid to do a job. Go do a job.
They're doing it.
No, well, if they're
doing
but if it's
their job.
Okay,
They're just doing it.
It is. No, it's not, Pat. Pat, it's not.
They're doing their job.
Pat, we're puck buddies.
This is awkward now.
We're puck buddies.
Well, I mentioned everybody else in the show, and you didn't say anything, and then when I was the last one.
Hey, Martin Law. Well, if you feel injured, Pat, you can call Martin Law.
Emotionally?
Martin Law is the law firm for injured workers. I do not believe they deal with emotional injuries, but you can call Martin Law yourself, or just email them, paworkinjury.com, and tell me if you have any luck with that, Pat. I don't think you got a chance in hell. Bob was watching something last night that I can't believe, and I watched General Hospital earlier. It was really good. It's really, really good. John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic.
Whether it's early mornings to find out that your coworkers don't want to work with you, or it's late nights to watch your football team get smacked, you probably need a little bit of a pick-me-up. We all know that you're probably out there, you're working hard, but around 2 p.m. or so, a crash hits you. After lunch, you start feeling a little tired, you're dragging, all you're thinking about is getting home, getting to the kids, getting your couch. Hey, I get it, but I found a cure, and that cure is 5-Hour Energy. Today, when I woke up, I was dragging a little bit, so I decided to take the watermelon, which is one of my favorites, and immediately I felt it. I felt a little bit of a pick-me-up. Tonight, when, around second quarter or so, when I start getting tired, I'm going to take another one, so I'm alert for the game. But I encourage you guys to do the same. Hop on to 5hourenergy.com, and you can build your very own 12 or 24-pack from over 15 flavors. I gave you 2, but there's over 15 flavors to choose from. You can mix and match. You can order, and it's delivered right to your house or your office. Convenient. It's right there, and then you could take it, and you could see the difference, and it really is a difference. So, once again, head on over to 5hourenergy.com, or you can always just stop off in any real convenience store or any store, because 5-Hour Energy, they are everywhere.
The John Kincade Show.
Listen, I like kids, but this is not a kids' environment. This is like HBO. No limits.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's week 6, and Tom Brady and the Bucs are in town. It's the Fanatic pregame show. Today starting at 6.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win. Use promo code GameDay.
Devon Gibbons and Derek Gunn broadcast live from the Gatehouse at the Navy Yard until kickoff at 8:20 p.m. 97.5 The Fanatic's Birds pregame show. Live from the Gatehouse at the Navy Yard and on your exclusive home for the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philly. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey, it's Cuz. Another week of the NFL season means another shot to win big at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers can bet just $1 on any NFL game and win $100 in free bets if either team scores a point. The last 0-0 game in the NFL was 1943. So this is a no-brainer. DraftKings customers can get skin in the game with the new same-game parlays, SGPs. Combine multiple bets from the same game for a bigger payout. The more legs you add, the more money you can win. DraftKings, safe, secure, reliable. Best of all, you can deposit, withdraw your money whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code FANATIC. Bet just $1 on any NFL game. Win $100 in free bets if either team scores a point. That's code FANATIC. This week at DraftKings Sportsbook. Got to be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now is the best time to start working at Amazon. They're offering sign-on bonuses up to $3,000 and hourly pay up to $22 per hour. You'll bring home a great weekly paycheck, and many jobs come with benefits that start on your first day. That's higher pay, sign-on bonuses, benefits day one. And you'll be part of a safe and inclusive workplace ranked among the best in the world. Go to Amazon.com/apply to start your job search today. Amazon is proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Temple University is conducting an inpatient MRI and investigational medication study for adults ages 18 to 65 who use cocaine, are willing to quit, and might consider a research study. For more information or to schedule a confidential screening visit, please contact the study team today, 215-707-7915. Temple University's inpatient MRI and investigational medication study for adults 18 to 65 who use cocaine, are willing to quit, and might consider a research study, 215-707-7915.
O'Reilly. It's Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. That means you can get up to a $25 gift card after mail-in rebate with the purchase of your Superstart battery. Return power, performance, and reliability to your car, truck, motorcycle, and more with Superstart batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. In college football, Goodyear knows a new season means new possibilities, where every Saturday is an opportunity on the road to greatness. No matter if you're out there playing your hardest or cheering the loudest from the sidelines, tailgating in the parking lot, or your favorite spot to watch the game, Goodyear knows passion is what drives us forward all the way to the playoffs. That's the road that moves us. Goodyear, more driven.
At AT&T, everyone, new and existing customers, get our best deals on every smartphone. Why? Because you deserve it. For turning your living room into your office and your gym. For teaching Grandma how to video call. And teaching her again.
It's the button on your left, Nana. Okay, your other left.
It's not complicated. Everyone deserves something new. So AT&T is giving everyone, new and existing customers, our best deals with every unlimited plan on every smartphone, even the latest ones.
AT&T may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Restrictions and exceptions may apply.
Hey, it's Jen Scordo. Hockey season has begun, and there's no better place to bet on all the action than FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge. Parlays are the perfect way to make every shot feel like a hat trick. All season long, FanDuel is giving every customer parlay insurance. You'll get up to $25 back each day if your parlay falls one leg short. Mine always do. Don't have a FanDuel account? Sign up now using promo code SCORDO. That's my last name to place your first bet risk-free up to $1,000. FanDuel is always hooking you up with great odds and exclusive offers. This season, make every moment more and bet on hockey with FanDuel Sportsbook. Remember, use my promo code SCORDO.
21 plus and present in PA. Parlay insurance max refund $25 per day. Risk-free bet for first online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. days. For parlay insurance and 14 days for risk-free bet. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And now a small business setback. Set to smooth jazz.
It's late. You're driving in the rain with only one thing on your mind. The deer about to total your HVAC van. But with Progressive's 30-plus customizable coverage options, you're covered. The rest is just saxophone.
When running your small business gets rough, Progressive Commercial is there to smooth it out. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Twinkly sound.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverage and discounts not available for all vehicles or states. Policy terms and conditions apply.
Hey, this is Kirk Herbstreit, and this season, with the help from our friends from the College Football Playoff in Eckridge, we're going to crown the first ever national tailgate champion.
I haven't washed my lucky apron since the big game in '96.
Oh, yeah? My tailgate hot sauce hits harder than a linebacker.
Well, honey, you haven't lived till you've had my Eckridge smoked sausage cheese dip.
Now I'm fired up. Are you the national tailgate champion? Eckridge, you do you.
Eckridge is an official sponsor of the College Football Playoff. No purchase necessary. Hence 12/13/21. To enter and for official rules, visit eckridge.com/tailgate.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get in on the action. Well, no more, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide, with plans starting at just $35 a month with no contract. And get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for only $299. All on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required, actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Did you know that United Healthcare helps connect you to doctors and therapists with 24/7 access to virtual care?
So I could have therapy from my couch?
Yep.
Or a doctor appointment from my car?
If you wanted to.
Wait, you're right. I don't even like when people see me sing in the car. Couch appointment it is. Virtual visits are just one of the ways United Healthcare helps connect you to better health. Learn more at uhc.com. Plan benefits may vary.
PropSwap is America's marketplace to buy and sell sports bets. Check out the new PropSwap.com, which is filled with fresh features like filtering tickets based on value. Browse the activity feed to stay in the know. A loyalty rewards program that turns sales into extra cash, and more. Use promo code ODDS on your first deposit, and PropSwap will match your first deposit up to $500. PropSwap, where America buys and sells sports bets, including yours truly.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
We are reinventing what sports talk radio can be. Whether we improve it remains to be seen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
It's the John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. Jamie Lynch wants you to know he thinks PropSwap's the number one app to buy and sell golf bets all weekend long. Jamie loves this. Golf's perfect for PropSwap. Head there today, buy a golf bet today, and sell it for a huge profit this weekend. So you got to think ahead and get in on it. Golf and PropSwap, always a lot of fun.
Jamie and Paige are listening right now.
Jamie sent us a picture of how he was teaching Paige about PropSwap.
She's a
it.
beautiful little baby. Oh my gosh.
Adorable, yeah.
Paige, go to sleep.
Paige, sleep.
Yes.
Eat more and sleep. Eat more and then sleep.
Go
That's
find
what you're supposed
mommy,
to do.
Eat more and leave daddy
Sounds
alone.
like my dream situation there.
Mommy needs
sleep.
Well, what's funny is that I was thinking about that for next Friday when we broadcast live from Vegas from 3 in the morning to 7 in the morning. And I want to take everybody to breakfast afterwards before we go nap. But we don't have to nap together. We can all nap on our own.
Oh, come on.
But we're going to go to breakfast.
I thought it was a bonding experience. We all get together, we take our pants off, and we nap.
I don't think of...
Oh, my God.
Take the pants off is a whole different issue.
Take your pants off.
By the way, Truth and Wisdom always has some interesting insights.
We say, Philip.
I don't understand what Philip's saying to me, though. He goes, John, let me explain their thinking. If you have a mysterious, beautiful woman, you may want her greatly. But when or if you finally get her and you find out she's a slob and a liar after the fact. Now, wait a minute. Is he talking about a slob around the house? Because if she's some gorgeous, beautiful woman, or you're looking for this like totally hot guy, you're the ladies in the audience, and you see this hot guy, they're not a slob. I guess a slob around the house. I would think most men and most women, if they found a guy or a woman who was really, really just smoking hot, beautiful, and everything, they'd be willing to put up with them being a slob. They'd be willing to put up with them being a slob. Clean up after them.
I'm all about the personality.
No, like, do you think that slob would, Pat, if Giselle,
I don't find her
or whatever,
attractive,
I do not either. I do not either. So we're in the same boat there.
Define slob. Are we talking like the house looks like a
Well,
hoarder's?
I guess Philip it's his truth and wisdom.
We talking a hoarder's house?
Wait
Or
a
are we
minute.
just talking like clothes strewn across the floor?
His name is Truth and Wisdom, so he's being he's sharing wisdom with us.
I love the analogy. I'll tell you that.
I'm telling that I think she's sloppy. I think there's stuff left all over the place, or he leaves his underwear on the floor and socks here and there, and you have to pick up after them.
Does she let me take my pants off?
I don't know.
Is that one of the items on the floor?
You'll have to ask.
Because we can make it work. I can deal with
then he
slob.
could make it work.
Depends on what she looks like.
He could find a way to make
Really?
it work.
You're going to be that shallow that she can be a slob and all that?
Did you just ask that?
Good? Oh, my gosh.
Really?
Come on,
Really?
guys.
Okay.
You just asked Pat if he's going to be shallow.
It's about being one in the...
There you go. Diana Taurasi, by the way, she is a great player, thinks that WNBA players deserve NBA players' travel and treatment. Now, she goes on a long rant at press conference and then also through being interviewed. It's not politically correct what I'm going to say, but I think I'm going to say it. The WNBA does not make money. It loses money every single year. It has never, as an entity, made a dime. So in what world do people assume that they should work for a business that makes no income, produces no positive revenue generation, and that they would deserve to be treated like NBA players? I don't understand what business school Diana Taurasi goes to and what she doesn't get about the WNBA being a giant money pit, because that's what it's been. It doesn't generate income. It generates income. It doesn't generate positive income. It doesn't cover their losses. I think the best season that the WNBA's ever had was an $18 million loss. So, Bob, I don't understand how you could say, well, we should be treated just like the NBA players. We should travel the same way. We should not fly commercial. We should not. I don't get that.
So in 2020, the NBA's annual revenue was $7.92 billion.
Oh, my gosh. Almost $8 billion.
The WNBA's wouldn't cover the salaries of Kevin Love, Damian Lillard at $60 million.
Why?
Well, they don't garner the money. Look,
because nobody watches. Nobody buys tickets. Nobody goes to the games.
Yeah. I look, if I'm a Diana Taurasi or another player where I'm playing, I'm not even sure how many games they play a season, but I know it's a grind. And you're going city to city. We all know what that's about, and it's tough to do. It is a profession. They don't get paid as much because they don't have the revenue. You're right. I do understand the business aspect of her saying, look, I'm putting my body out here and everything just like the guys do, but I'm not being treated the same way. I understand her saying that, but you're right about the business revenue part of it. Like, this isn't the league for that. It's her complaint, while I understand it, it does have to go to the business part of it of, well, why aren't we getting the revenue? So it has to go more that way.
I know the answer for her if she needs the spoiler alert, because nobody watches women's basketball.
Well, that's not true. Nobody watches.
No, well, wait a minute now. Come on now. You know what I mean? There's nobody watching that sport that generates the revenue. This would be like A-ball players in baseball, AA baseball players saying we should be treated like major leaguers. We should never ride buses. We should fly private jets. We should stay in 5-star hotels. No, because you don't generate the revenue. It's business. This is a business. The WNBA is not a social program, is it?
No.
It's a business.
Yeah.
And so when your business operates at a loss, business is going to be called, so you're going to be asked to generate things differently.
Yeah, no question about it. I understand her frustration from a personal standpoint where, she's friends with NBA players. She's been around the game her whole life. She's 30, 38 years old now,
Yeah,
39, 40, something like that. She's been in this game a long, long time. And when she gets done a game and she wants to be somewhere to see the birth of her child and all of those things, and she watches the guys that it just happens for them, I do understand her frustration when physically she's putting herself out there for as many years as she had. But you are also right on the business aspect of it, John. There's no question about that.
Hey, if you have a high school senior, you need to visit collegeav.com, the emotional support system that's going to help you guide you through the college journey from start to finish, you and your rising college student, to find out college loans and more. We appreciate our friends at collegeav.com being a part of the show.
Diana struggled in the first half last night. She only had 2 points in the first half in Game 2 of the WNBA Finals.
It's because she had to fly commercial.
Yeah, well, she's dealing with a high ankle sprain. She has a broken bone in one of her feet.
And you're flying commercial.
Yeah, she just had a birth of her second child. So there's all that going on in her life. But it was, entertaining game last night. Yeah.
I did not watch. I skipped it. No, I missed it.
Yeah, okay.
I missed it. I'm counting on you for that, though.
I did watch it.
You're watching it for both of us.
That's why we're a well-rounded show.
We are. I turned on a little hockey, little Rangers action.
I love
Rangers
that.
Stink.
Yeah,
I was watching Rangers Capitals. Rangers stink.
By the way, it's one game.
Come
on.
Stink.
By the way, the graphics, I absolutely love the ESPN, the TNT graphics of the penalty time right on the ice.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I love it. Yeah. I love seeing that. I loved seeing the graphics put right onto the ice like that.
Initially, I didn't like it, and then I was kind of coming around to it because there were so many damn penalties.
There was a ton of penalties.
So I was kind of coming around to it, but I still don't know how I feel about it.
Okay,
I like that they tried it.
Did you like the presentation of the game by TNT? I did.
I did. I thought that once they scored a goal, you probably should have cut out of Wayne Gretzky because he was kind of rambling there. Kenny couldn't get the call in. A little awkward. So they need to fine-tune some things. But, yeah, I think they did a good job. And having Charles Barkley asking Wayne Gretzky, what's a 5-hole? I mean, that is content that I need in my life. That was hilarious.
Shaq will be joining them, too, in coming weeks and doing stuff.
I saw he was wearing a Kraken jersey.
He was wearing a Kraken jersey. He was very...
they had to use a lot of fabric.
And then I got a Phil McCracken text, and I was like, thanks, Shaq. We've heard that one. I watched The Simpsons.
So the few times...
I think Phil McCracken was also the guy in Slapshot.
In Slapshot also, yes, it was.
Captain Hook.
It was.
So the few times I turned on the hockey game last night, there was power plays. Was there a ton of penalties called in the game?
Yeah, it was a sloppy game.
It was a sloppy game.
I swear to God, all four professions, their umpires, referees, have to get together and say, guys, we got to let them play. It's starting to really hurt every sport.
Most of them were pretty blatant.
Yeah, there was a lot of, and there was like rough stuff going on.
I'm okay. Rough stuff, I'm okay.
I think it was setting the tone.
Oh my God,
for the year.
A little bit, a little bit.
But see what you're doing?
No. The two teams.
The two teams don't like
setting the tone. They hate each other.
Yeah.
So they have a history of hating each other, and I think they just wanted to set the tone.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, let's get to Cooney's Corner, where Bob says, what if this happens?
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Okay, say we're sitting center ice tomorrow, because that's where we're going to be at the Wells Fargo Center tomorrow morning for our show.
We will be.
We will be center
and we will be sitting.
Ice, and we will be sitting, and maybe a little chilly. But we're going to be talking.
It's going to be chilly.
We're going to be talking about this game tonight. What if the Eagles win this game? What if they go to 3-3? How does this change your outlook for the season, if it does? Because there ain't a way in hell, John, that we thought we were going to Las Vegas with the Eagles being 3-3.
No. That would be amazing.
With a real good chance of going 4-3 with all the things that are surrounding the Raiders right now.
Yes.
With all the things that the Eagles can do during a prolonged week off. Adjusting things, maybe getting guys back, maybe getting your all-pro right tackle back in that time period. Getting even healthier. Advantage Eagles going to Las Vegas. What if they do win this game tonight? And it's not just moving to 3-3. It's beating the ex-Super Bowl champion. It's beating the team, one of the teams that was favored to win this NFC. And what if you come away with a win tonight?
I already can tell you what if. It is going to be, if the what if will be, if they win tonight, if somehow they pulled it off, then when we carve the turkey on Thanksgiving, we will still have meaningful games after that one. That's what I know. There will be 6 meaningful games played after that. And that is what I'm excited about.
So
is if you pull off one of these incomparable wins, then it means that we're going to have December football to remember, December football that matters. So that's all I want.
Exactly. Like you're talking about 3-3. Very likely.
It's odd that happens. None of us are predicting it, by the way.
No, not at all. So Dallas at 4-1, they go to New England this week. Shouldn't be anything major, bad, whatever, because New England's not that good. But it is Bill Belichick.
Yes.
And it is on the road.
Yes.
And it's a 4:30 game. It's just a little different.
Yes,
okay?
it is.
Then Dallas has a bye week. Then they go at the Vikings. Okay.
Vikings are terrible.
All right, but
Vikings are terrible.
Vikings can beat you at home. All I'm saying is this is now the narrative that we're going to get into.
I know. You would get into that
We're
if that happened.
We're going to look at different schedules. We're going to say, where does Dallas go next? What about this? Who's hurt? Can the Broncos take care of the Cowboys in Dallas? Because the Eagles' easy schedule is coming up. Everything that you hope for is coming into play. Does it go that way? And the funny part is, Pat will say, no, not at all. I'm out on this season. There's no way they're making the playoffs.
But you'd be sucked in, Pat.
He won't be because he won't. He's an extremist and he won't allow himself to.
Whoa, you don't know me.
But you will start
he
to
knows
wonder.
You. He knows
No,
you.
I won't start to wonder.
You won't allow yourself because you don't want to be hurt.
I can't allow myself to think this team's good because I don't think they're good. It's
not your fault,
I've been
Pat.
spending, how many months has it been? 9 months going, this team is not going to be good. So I'm not going to flip on a dime because of one Thursday night football game.
And nobody is on this show thinking that we're talking about 3-3 Eagles tomorrow morning. None of us. Even me, who's the most optimistic about how this game will go tonight. I do not see a scenario where the Eagles are 3-3.
Well, Coach predicted a win.
Coach does have them winning tonight. I think he said 37-3.
Yeah.
What?
Coach? He had it shut out.
I didn't say 37-3.
Oh.
But you do believe we could see an upset tonight?
Yeah. 24-20.
Okay, if there's an upset tonight, I must tell you, it will be a very joyous Friday.
I mean, think about this.
It would be, but I do not see it happening.
I don't either.
I wish I could. I really do. I wish I could.
I would say most listeners out there have their protective glasses on saying, look, it ain't going to happen. Let's not get carried away. But what if it does?
Oh, my gosh.
The narrative tomorrow is so different because not only are we talking about right now, if they win, the positives that we'll feel after a win, but there's going to be individual positivity. Oh, my God, Jalen Hurts. Oh, my God, Devontae Smith. There's going to be something that sticks out should they get a win tonight that you're going to say, oh, my God, this defense, maybe Jonathan Gannon figured it out. Whatever it may be, I'm almost praying for a win tonight so we can get to that narrative.
It would be fun, but, Pat, there is one thing I would, though, say, is that the only way the Eagles could ever even stick around in this division long term would be catastrophic loss by Dallas. Like we're talking Dak's out. We're talking major wide receiver injuries. That it's the only way.
Well, I think
that could ever be considered to me.
Bob laying this topic out of it's not going to happen. But what if it does?
Yeah, I think it's a good though.
Is when you buy a lottery ticket and for 5 minutes when you get in your car and you're driving home, you think about. It's not going to happen, but what if I win?
What
do I do with the money?
Right.
And then you go back to, living your life, and of course the numbers come out, and you lose.
You know anybody who ever won lottery? Lon Buckler.
Won $2 one time.
Lon Buckler won 1980 Georgia national champion. He won the lottery. And he was golfing with his buddies, and on a Sunday morning, he checked the numbers at the golf club in the morning before playing golf. He didn't tell them.
How much did he win?
$30.
Millions.
Oh,
I wouldn't tell anybody.
And he did not tell anybody. And then after the round, he bought everybody lunch, bought drinks.
Way to go, Lon.
And said, I won the lottery.
I can tell you right now, if I ever win the lottery,
I'm not going to be here.
You're not coming back? Wait a minute. You wouldn't come back to work?
It'll be like Goodwill Hunting when he goes, I just want to show up one day and you're just not here. That'll be me. You guys are just going to show up and you're like, where's Egan?
You would walk out without even anything? You wouldn't want to come.
Irish goodbye.
Wow, you really are.
Wow,
man.
Not me. I'd keep
my number.
Pat, you're telling Doc Rivers that he's got one more thing on his plate. By the way, there's more drama there than in Port Charles. right now around the Sixers. But you're telling Doc Rivers that he has responsibility on his plate to do something else.
Well, the report came out yesterday that Doc Rivers, during the meeting in, I think, L.A., got pretty contentious. It got pretty heated, and he basically yelled, this guy's got 4 years on his effing contract left, which good for Doc, because I think that's what we're all saying. Like, where the hell does this guy get the right? But I was thinking, as ridiculous as it sounds, because 99% of the blame is probably on Ben for how he's handled this whole situation. But we all also recognize Ben is kind of a baby in this. He's a child.
Kind of.
I'm being kind.
He's a baby.
Is the onus on the head coach to try and make this thing work, even though it's not necessarily the coach's fault? Is it on the coach to be the bigger person while also recognizing, and I'm not really to blame for this, but he's not going to change, and I kind of need him, and he kind of needs us, so let's just make this work. Ben, to put the blame on him and make him rake through the coals and all that, I get it, and I kind of want to do it, but it's not going to happen. So is it on the head coach to make this thing right?
Yes.
I kind of agree with you.
Yes. Not 99. No, not 99%, 100%.
Nope.
It's your job.
I don't agree. Look, this
it's
guy
your job.
I know what his job is. This guy brought all this stuff on. Look, if Ben Simmons comes back to the team and Doc Rivers' job is to coach him, okay, great. Forgive him, whatever. Look, Ben Rivers did all that. Or Ben Rivers.
Ben Rivers?
Ben
you
Rivers.
Even know basketball, you nerd?
I think he has a sports book.
Ben Rivers.
I think he has a sports book, yes.
Ben Simmons brought this all on his teammates, the coaching staff, the organization, all of that. Like, look, you do have to be professional at some point. If it doesn't work out and he has to come back to the team, obviously you have to coach him, you have to implement a system, and you have to do all that stuff, yeah. But no, it's not on Doc Rivers to me at all. He didn't do anything. And he's right.
He didn't.
Honor your GD contract, dude. Like, honor your contract.
He didn't do anything, but he's the head coach.
It's your job.
I understand all that.
I don't think you do. I think you think he's the assistant coach.
Bob, he's got to go the extra mile.
No, he doesn't. Look, he has to coach the guy. If the guy has to come back to the team, he has to coach the guy and all that, and he'll have to say the right things. But it's not incumbent upon him to write things. It's really, I firmly believe that. He didn't do anything wrong.
I think the leader is always responsible for going the extra mile to make things right.
I'll tell you what, I'll look at the other 14 guys and say, come with me. And that's what's right. I got your back. You guys did nothing wrong.
Then you're
here every day.
What you're doing is you're marginalizing one guy and you're making your workplace dysfunctional.
The other 14 guys don't get you close to a championship.
Yes, you're not winning. Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Yes,
no, he doesn't.
Bob, when you're a number one seed, you were close to a championship. You're close.
You weren't. You can't win.
Lost
you can't win in the playoffs with
Wait a minute.
You can't.
Wait a minute. They were down by 3 points with 4 minutes to go. You could have won
close to
but
them.
You could have been into the next round of the playoffs, and who knows what happens.
3 times.
Who knows what happens?
3 times. No, I told you I'm done with it.
He is done with it.
I'm done
Bob,
with it.
it's so rare for you to be this.
Yeah, I don't like this side of you.
This side of you is odd. Because I've never seen this side of
Bob chose violence.
I like it though. I like it. It's very good for the show. Bob is. You are defiant about this right now.
Look, it's not up to Doc to fix things. It's just not. If Ben Simmons puts his tail between his legs, apologizes, says I need to do all the right thing, okay. Well, then, Doc, make it work. That's good. But it's not incumbent upon Doc, in my book, to make things better.
I think Bob wants one of these Real Housewives, retrospectives.
I think I need to give Bob a hug in there.
I like it, though. This is fiery, Bob. Feisty, Bob. Standing on it. I love it.
I give you a big hug, bud.
Hey, we take a title any way we can get it, right? I did a Nick Sirianni there for you, right? It should be the drinking game. John Kincade show on The Fanatic. Got to tell you that Window Nation got your house ready. Sorry about that. They got your house ready for the fall. They know that your house needs new windows. They know that you've been window shopping at windownation.com. You've been waiting to pull the trigger, and there's never a better time to do it. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. No money down, no payments, no interest for 24 months. So in October of 2023, you start paying for your beautiful new Window Nation windows. Right now, the heating for natural gas is expected to be double what it was last year. And they're calling for a really, really cold winter. Your house is not going to cut it with those crappy windows that you've got right now. You need to replace them. How about doing it with a company with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau? How about doing it with a company that's installed over 1 million windows? Right now, where they're going to give you buy 2, get 2 free. No money down, no payments, no interest for 24 months. Get in right now with Window Nation. 866-90Nation. That's 866-90Nation. Do your window shopping online at windownation.com.
The John Kincade Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
This football season, you trust Parks Casino and Sportsbook. Parks Sportsbook app has easy deposit methods, fast payouts, great odds, and outstanding customer service. All customers can get in on a special right now for the Thursday night Birds versus Tampa Bay game. A head start of Philadelphia plus 50 points and odds of plus 120 against Tampa Bay. That's right, the chance to get the Birds plus 50 points at odds of plus 120 against Tampa Bay. This offer appears in the special market section of the app, and max bet applies. Download the app or go to pa.parkscasino.com. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Parks Casino, the #1 casino in the region, is hiring all positions starting at $18 an hour. That's right. Parks Casino in beautiful Bucks County is hiring. Become part of the best team in the biz. $18 an hour minimum starting wage. Join our team and enjoy great benefits, a flexible schedule, and training. Make great money in a friendly, fast-paced environment. Join us. We can't wait to have you on board. Visit parkscasino.com for details and to apply. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
In business, days don't just come and go. Every day counts. Whatever your day brings, with Comcast Business, you'll have the solutions you need to make the most of it. Like the power of the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses, the freedom to control your network from anywhere, and advanced cybersecurity to help protect every device on it. Every day in business is a big day. We'll keep you ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Call for details.
Critics and audiences are standing and cheering for No Time to Die.
Salute.
It's the #1 movie in the world.
You were excellent.
You too.
It's a stunning, surprising finale that will leave you seriously blown away.
I have to finish this.
Go see it on the biggest screen you can find.
Name? Bond. James Bond.
No Time to Die. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Experience it in IMAX. Now playing everywhere.
Another week of the NFL season, and that means another shot to win big at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. How about this? New customers can bet just $1 on any NFL game and win $100 in free bets if either team scores a point. You know that's going to happen. How does it not happen in professional sports? Period. The last 0-0 tie in the NFL was in 1943. So this is a no-brainer, right? Absolutely. And DraftKings customers can also get skin in the game with new same-game parlays. How do you get involved? I'll tell you. Combine multiple bets for the same game for a bigger payout. I've done this multiple times. I've won some. I've lost some. You move on, and you do it again because it's a fun feature as part of the DraftKings Sportsbook app. The more legs you add, the more money you can win, the more opportunity. It's a fun thing to get involved with. Tell your friends, tell your families. DraftKings also is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC. Bet just $1 on any NFL game and win $100 in free bets if either team scores a point. That's code FANATIC this week at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Everyone loves shopping online. Well, I'm going to tell you what I tell my golf buddies when they buy clubs. Stop searching for coupon codes. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout. Plus, it's free, and you don't even need a Capital One card to use it. That's like hitting a hole-in-one without even trying. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary.
Napa know-how. At Napa, buy a 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 motor oil and save $10 on a pair of wiper blades. It's the perfect autumn deal. Mobil 1 for colder weather, new wipers for the rain, and an extra $10 to buy Halloween candy you'll most likely eat yourself. We're not judging. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. At participating locations. Does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sale price not available in some states. Ends 10/31/21.
Since being the first to make wiper blades over a century ago, Trico has protected drivers in any weather. We're always looking ahead, studying your specific driving conditions so you'll be ready for anything. Like, if it actually rains cats and dogs, you can handle every soggy Siamese and drenched Doberman. Your Trico wipers maintain maximum windshield contact for safe, clear driving visibility, whatever the weather. Trico, the future of wipers since 1917. Visit TricoCatsAndDogs.com.
Philadelphia's hometown sportsbook. Bet Rivers is the official sports betting partner of the Philadelphia Flyers. All season long, make your hockey bets with a trusted local team at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Get started today with a special offer. Use the code 250MATCH to get up to $250 in bonus money on your first deposit. Whether you watch the Flyers game at home or at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook at Rivers Casino Philadelphia, bet with a winner at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Do you have a small business? Well, if you do, you know there's nothing more valuable than your time. Well, you can save time and money with Stamps.com. Send letters and packages with discounted rates from USPS, UPS, and a whole lot more. Since 1988, Stamps.com has been an indispensable tool for nearly 1 million businesses. All you need is a computer and a printer, and within minutes, you're up and running. You'll get exclusive discounts on postage and shipping. And once your mail is ready, just schedule a pickup or drop it off. With Stamp.com's new Rate Advisor tool, you can compare shipping rates and timelines to easily find the best option. Save time and money with Stamps.com. There's no risk. And with my promo code Cooney, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts required. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in Cooney, C-O-O-N-E-Y. That's Stamps.com, promo code Cooney. Stamps.com, never go to the post office again.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
This is the radio show I always wanted to host here in Philly. Question is whether it's the one you've always wanted to listen to.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
The 7 a.m. hour of the John Kincade Show coming your way here on The Fanatic. Hopefully you have had a marvelous start to your day. Bob spitting fire today. Much to the joy of many of our YouTube viewers who are hugely in Team Cooney on this Ben Simmons story, it appears. Very much so, and they're finding you very entertaining this morning, Bob.
Yeah.
What was it? Anthony says Bob was killing it that last couple of minutes before the break.
It's funny, and you said it. It takes a lot for me to go so hard in on one way of something because I usually dive deep, see both sides, and try to have a logical explanation. I have none when it comes to this.
You're the one on the show you are the guy on the show, I think, that has the most, as far as you will weigh things.
Yeah.
Before formulating an opinion, you're the least likely to have a reactionary opinion.
Yeah.
Of all of those.
And look, this is the 180 that I've done. Contrary to popular opinion, I was the one last year that said, no, Ben Simmons, you can fix him. Like, give him time, relax when people were down on him. I'm out on this. I don't like this type of behavior. It's the way I was brought up. You turn your back. Look, this team did nothing to him. He can look for all the things that he wants to look for. This team did nothing to him. And for him to pull all this stuff and to put this team, organization, coach, other players in a position to have to maybe, forgive him or do what I'm not about it. I'm not. I'm done with you. You did that to me. That's just me. I'm done. So
I look at you
trade him, get him out.
I look at you as a means to an end now. If I'm one of Ben Simmons' teammates, and Doc Rivers and Daryl Morey, I just look at him as a means to an end because I know I can't trust him. I know I can't count on him to be a professional. So what I want to do is say, what is the best case scenario for me? Best case scenario for me is I put him in the best position to market himself to get his ass out of here. And I really believe that's what has to be done. And I think that requires somebody to be the adult in the room, swallowing their pride, not worrying about their feelings being hurt. So I ask that Joel Embiid and all his teammates get out of their feelings. This is business. best thing for them. Suck it up, Buttercup. It's your job. If Ben Simmons has to come back, you got to put up with it. You got to do what you got to do. But not be mopey about it. Not be defiant about it. Not be freezing him out. Not be a professional. Even though he's not, you don't mirror crappy behavior with crappy behavior. And I'm not saying that that's what Joel's going to do or Ben or what anyone else is going to do.
Yeah, and I agree. They won't do that. We won't be able to tell anything. But screw Ben Simmons for putting them in this position that they have to act a certain way. Look, all they're doing is showing up and playing and going to practice every day and doing their jobs. He's the one that's not. So why do they have to change anything should he come back? Look, if you say to me, I have a teammate that the whole organization, players, coaches, can't trust in the last 2 minutes of a close game and he won't be on the floor if we're doing the right thing, I'm out.
Hey, good. Hey, 7 a.m. hours brought to you by my sportsbook app of choice, the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. You can download it at parkscasino.com/PA. Use the promo code Fanatic. And by the way, tonight's the night. You get the $50 bet, up to a $50 bet, plus 120 odds, and you can get the Philadelphia Eagles plus 50 points. Plus 50. I was wondering about this. When are one of these sports books going to put out one of these crazy lines, promotions, and get burned by it? Where they where it actually happens. Not that they're going to get burned by it, because these sites they create great traffic with this. They create great energy and interest, but that that it's actually going to happen. One of these times. These things it'll happen.
You think?
And when Pat said 45 points tonight, I started to go, wait a minute. What if Parks Casino gave everybody the Eagles plus 50 and they lost by 51? I mean, it would be the oddest thing ever if that was to go down like that. You take a title any way you can get it, right? Nick Sirianni. I was called a mental weakling yesterday by a Patriots fan who loves the show. I always love that. You're a mental weakling, but I love the show and listen every day. A Patriots fan on email.
Did you thank him for listening?
I said I appreciated it, his analysis. He said, because I said yesterday that beating Brady meant more to me as an Eagles fan when we won the Super Bowl. Though I think keyboard bullies are usually a word that begins with P, passive, I understood his point. I don't agree, but I understand how it sounds when I say it meant more to me as an Eagles fan that we beat Brady to win the Super Bowl. The fact that the Eagles beat Brady on the biggest stage to deliver the ultimate prize that I dreamed of since I was a kid is factual to me because it means more. He said, quote, "It's no skin off Brady's back. Yet we know by his own admission, candidly, it is. Mm-hmm. It's something that grates on him." But what about you? The Phillies beat the Tampa Bay Rays to win the series in 2008. Wouldn't it have meant a little more if they beat the Yankees, who they lost to the next year? In 1980, when the Phillies finally won the World Series, they beat the Royals. I'll take a title any way I can get it. But to me, who you beat does matter because it can make it even extra special. The Eagles Super Bowl 52 will always be extra special because they beat Brady. Now, is that little brother syndrome on my part? That I'm like, yeah, we finally beat Brady. He's like, yeah, Brady's losing sleep over it. He's got all his championship rings. Like, he cares. Even though we know, Tom's admitted it. He does care.
Yeah, I never really thought of it that way. I mean, I heard the talk of, you're playing the Rays and you're not playing the Yankees, and the next year you did play the Yankees and you lost. Look, the Sixers in '83, they won the title, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was hurt with a bad ankle.
Amen.
But they
would have won that series, correct?
No. But they also, the Sixers, lost in a Game 6 or whatever it was when Kareem was out and rookie Magic Johnson stepped in and played center. I don't look at it so much as who you beat and who wasn't there. There was a reason the team that you beat wasn't there, and that's because somebody else beat them. So, realistically, you beat the best of the best. So that's kind of how I look at it. Not to put it off. Yeah, it's always extra nice. Look, I loved it when the Sixers beat Boston and Larry Bird to go to a finals or something like that. But it doesn't. I don't think twice about it.
Oh, so you don't think twice about it?
I really don't. No, I don't.
And this guy said, I can't believe that you have that. He said, I never believe you'd be the kind of guy that would care about that. I have the strip sack from Philly Sports Art.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that I wanted for the Kincade downstairs was Brandon Graham stripping Tom Brady. That was, to me, is going to still always be, that's the play to me. Ertz scoring the touchdown's huge. The Ertz 4th and 2 conversion to me might be still a bigger play.
Yeah.
Like just because that, I almost wet myself with that one. That was crazy. I was so nervous at that because I couldn't believe that it was going to come down to one play and that they converted it.
Yeah.
But Pat, do you ever think about it? Like, does it matter who you beat?
Not at all.
Not at all.
I could not care less. I like the fact that it was Brady because I remember watching the AFC Championship game thinking if it's going to be Jacksonville, it's going to be Tampa Bay all over again, like hearing the crap from opposing fan base of, oh, you beat the Rays. But no, I don't care. Like deep down, I don't care. Is it cool that you beat the best? Yes, it is, because Tom Brady is truly the best. I do like that aspect. But when it comes to after you win, caring about who you played, no. That's one of the reasons why I want the easiest path to victory a lot of times. But it's a cherry on top, if you will.
Yeah, because if it was Trent Dilfer, it's not going to take away how much you love that the Eagles won the Super Bowl, but it was Trent Dilfer. The fact that it was Tom Brady.
They would have faced Blake Bortles in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They would have faced, like when we were in, I remember being in that, what do they call it? Did they call it Head House Square or whatever in the stadium before the game?
Yeah.
And so I'm in the stadium and we're watching on the Jumbotron and watching the AFC title game before the Eagles played the Vikings. And watching that game, and in the third quarter, the Jacksonville's up, and I'm thinking, are they really going to play Jacksonville to go to the Super Bowl? If they get to the Super Bowl? Like, I was thinking at that point, man, this is going to be a win. They're going to win the Super Bowl.
I mean, when you do think about that Tom Brady threw for 511, and that the Patriots didn't punt, and that the two teams combined for 1,000 yards, and it was a Super Bowl record. Like all that stuff, it adds to the sweetness of the Super Bowl victory. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that, no question.
It adds a little bit, but it is interesting. I always thought about that with when the Rays got to the World Series, because it would have been the Red Sox.
Yeah,
it was the Red Sox they beat.
It was, yeah.
They beat Red Sox, I think, in Game 7 to get there. So a Phillies Red Sox World Series would have been just. It would have been
cool. Hey, anytime you watch a game up in Fenway Park and your team, like watching the Phillies play in 2009 at Yankee Stadium in a World Series, that was awesome to me. And I've told you guys before, Major League Baseball playoffs to me just aren't the same unless the Yankees are involved. You know, even if they're taken out in the first round or a playoff game, whatever it may be, a play-in game, I don't care. But I don't like the Yankees, but it's just not realistic to me unless the Yankees are in play somehow.
Like when the Eagles went to Super Bowl, when they finally got to the Super Bowl with Andy Reid, and it was in Jacksonville. I was like, seriously. That's what I said. The worst city that has ever hosted a Super Bowl.
I think the players felt that way too.
It was the worst place that's ever hosted a Super Bowl. And Andy Reid had finally gotten there. They had opportunities to play in New Orleans. I believe there was one Super Bowl. One was in L.A. that they didn't make out. Super Bowl with L.A., New Orleans, and maybe it was a Phoenix or something like that. And then all of a sudden, you get Jacksonville. Jacksonville's terrible. They should never have a Super Bowl.
I don't think I've ever been to Jacksonville.
There's no reason to put it on your bucket list.
It's not.
Yeah, what's there?
There's nothing there. By the way, where everybody hung out Super Bowl week is a place called The Landing in Jacksonville. It got so crime-ridden and so decrepit, they literally bought everybody out and then blew it up. It's now gone. So now they're trying to rebuild and reimagine the idea of what to do. There's no excitement. There's no place to hang out. That was terrible. It was the worst Super Bowl venue ever.
Yeah, a lot of people that went down there have the same feelings. Anthony being down there.
Oh my gosh,
said it also.
I was with those guys, and they were doing their shows in tents. It was nice,
and that's why they lost.
That it was in Jacksonville?
Because it was in Jacksonville.
Wow.
I'm sticking to that story.
Okay.
I think there was a couple reasons.
That's why they lost, John. Because it was in a crappy location.
Gentleman looked at my Super Bowl 39 football yesterday, delivering something to the house, and he said, "That's a Super Bowl 39 football." I said, "Yes, you can see a little bit of vomit on it if you look closely." He said, it's sort of like they coughed that one up. They coughed that one up big time.
Oh, gotcha.
They coughed that one.
See what you did there.
Is there a shelf life on Ben Simmons? Is there a shelf life on when you got to make this move? Is the clock ticking? Is the sand running through the hourglass?
Absolutely.
Do you feel pressure that it's got to be done before the season begins? Do you have pressure to do it in the first month, first 2 weeks? Do you feel like Daryl Morey is sitting there feeling pressure? I got to get a deal. I got to get a deal. I got to get a deal.
It's interesting because if you're me and you don't want the guy back here, yeah, you want to put your best team on the floor, and that means getting assets for Ben Simmons. Now, if you show him patience, you're not going probably to get the best assets because you're probably going to have to wait for a team to see, or an organization to see their team not playing well, maybe needing another piece, maybe an injury comes into play, all the stuff that we've talked about, right, John? So, is there a shelf life? Absolutely, because, again, I don't want to waste a season of Joel Embiid. I talked to somebody down there that says, I told you, I think, off air, he's not only in the best shape coming into the season, they think Joel Embiid right now might be in the best shape he's ever been in, period.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're talking middle of the season.
So we're not going to need
that.
all these load management games then?
So, well, that I don't know about.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but so do you waste that?
I don't want to waste it. No, I do not want to waste it.
We're going to get into some of the side pieces that the Sixers have that, normally during a preseason, that's what your focus is on. But because of this Ben Simmons soap opera, we haven't really been focusing on it. So it's a case of, have you looked at this team as currently constructed and thought, okay, what are some pieces we need that could make it better? And you're not going to get a superstar right now in return for Ben Simmons. You're just not. The Dame Lillard stuff, that's not going to happen right now. So shelf life, it's a tricky situation here, and it's a great topic that you bring up here, John.
Because, do you feel any? You don't want to see him play for the Sixers again.
I don't. I don't.
Pat, you don't want to see him play, but both you and I do think he will.
I know. I do want to see him play.
I think he will.
I think he will, but I also want to see him play. I think they're a better team with him. I think he gives them the easiest path to a championship. I don't think the return's going to be anywhere close to what he can give you. And, yeah, I mean, I want to see this thing rectified, whether it can be or not. I definitely have my doubts in that. But ideally, I want kumbaya and parades.
Hey, with NJ Diet, you're going to lose 20 to 40-plus pounds in only 40 days, and it's contractually guaranteed. No shots, no hormones, no surgery. Visit njdiet.com. It is one of the exciting storylines. I've said it before, I hate Thursday night football, which we're heading into tonight. I just don't like it. I don't like the routine of the Eagles on a Sunday afternoon is the best thing to me. I'll take 4:15, I'll take 4:05, 4:25, whatever it is. 1 o'clock games are great too. Especially a home game, 1 o'clock to me is really great.
Yeah.
Is the perfect thing. Thursday night just doesn't feel as big to me as it should when it's a Thursday night game. And I don't know why, because Monday Night Football felt like, I know as a child, and as a young man, when the Eagles played on Monday Night Football, it felt like a national holiday to me.
Oh, my God, yeah.
It was the biggest deal because they rarely did.
They never did.
So when they did, it was like, oh, my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever.
I feel the enormity of the Thursday night game being the only game in town, the only game in the league, all of that stuff. I do feel the enormity more than you. But it comes with that tinge of Sunday's going to suck. It's like Sunday's going to suck. I love watching all the games and all of that. But the Eagles not playing on Sunday, that's just not. And then you have to wait an extra 3 days before they play again.
Right.
Like that is always in the back of my mind.
We'll be really enjoying that one, though.
Yeah, so it'll be in the back of my mind. Like, this is great. I love them having the national stage. But, man, watching football on Sunday is going to suck. Now, fortunately, I have plans for this weekend with the family to have a little fun, so I'm not really going to
Patch? Is Pumpkin Patch in the mix?
No, we're actually going down the shore.
Okay.
Cape May weekend.
And you love the shore in the fall.
I love the shore. I love the shore, period.
Well, you love the shore.
Yeah.
The shore in the fall, though, you really do enjoy.
Shore in the fall's the best. So yeah, I kind of have a tinge of anytime the Eagles are on a Thursday night, I do feel the enormity more than you, John, but I do have that in the back of my mind. Damn, Sunday's not going to be the same.
Patty, are you going to it doesn't bother you as much, or you love the idea?
This absolutely sucks. Thursday
What are
night
you doing?
football is the
Wait a minute. Are
worst.
you trying to be 6 a.m. Bob?
No.
What is this? I like
No,
this.
Thursday night football is awful. Thursday night football is great when your team's not in it. It's like, okay, I get something to watch. I don't have to worry about it. When your team's in it and you know that you have nothing to really look forward to on Sunday, and yes, it is a day where your wife comes to you and goes, so why don't we take the kids to Lynn Villa? And you're like, I don't have any problem with Lynn Villa.
You just did Addie Lynch's voice.
Did I?
You did the Jamie, Jamie.
Maybe we just have similar voices that we do for
your wives?
For wives. I mean, maybe. But yeah, that's the day where it's like, well, the Eagles aren't playing, so let's go pick pumpkins. And you're like, I guess I have to.
I enjoy picking pumpkins.
There's nothing else I can do.
You enjoyed picking pumpkins?
Who enjoys picking pumpkins?
Who enjoys picking pumpkins?
It's more than just picking the pumpkins. But
taking the family out and stuff like that is fun.
I'm not into that at all.
You're really not into that.
I'm not into taking the family out, entertaining them with apple cider donuts. So actually, they're delicious. They are.
You like the apple cider donuts?
Oh, we can party with
those. Are
those.
you kidding me? Did you see Andrew Saltunis' tweet this weekend?
Yeah, I saw him doing that. And he also
never
said,
had one.
I got dragged. He's showing a picture with his lovely bride.
Oh, Christian's
getting dragged. I got dragged to a pumpkin patch or whatever. I'm like, okay, change the wording up. Come on. She asked you to do. How many times do our wives actually ask us to do things in a year?
All the time.
Really?
I had to take the trash out.
Well, yeah, it's a little different.
It's ridiculous.
They very rarely ask you to do something where
to walk the dog.
That's a responsibility. It's part of the family.
He's got 4 legs. He can walk himself. He knows where he lives.
Is that J-roll? You have to walk him?
Yeah. He knows where he lives.
What about Cat Burrow?
Cat Burrow, I have to feed Cat Burrow, and it's frustrating because Cat is the laziest cat in the world, and when I wake up in the morning, goes around me screaming her head off. The reality is the food thing is open. All she would have to do is stick her head in and eat, and she's too lazy to do that. She waits for me to come downstairs and pour it into the bowl. Very lazy cat.
Dave says...
It's a lazy owner.
Dave,
pour the damn food in the bowl.
Okay.
Dave, I open up the YouTube window, and Dave says, Pat is fake Delco. Wait a minute. Pat's never wanted to be... Have you ever even wanted to be Delco?
No, I lived in Delco for a little bit.
And you never really wanted to be Delco?
Not fake. I don't want to...
You don't want...
There's nothing appealing to me about Delco. I'm not against Delco, but it's not like...
Oh, wow.
It's not like I want to be from Delco.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, sorry.
Shots fired.
I'm from Northeast Philly.
Really?
Even though you did tell me about the secret parking lot at the Manoa Shopping Center that's never been a secret to anybody but me.
Yeah, some of us are more Delco than others, apparently.
My entire life going to that shopping center, and I never knew there was a back parking lot.
Yeah.
So Pat told me the one day, and I went, there's no back parking lot. And he's like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it worked.
I remember when the Fox and Hound was there.
I don't remember that.
It was a big bar was there, the Fox and Hound. I remember when Woolworths was there.
Yeah, it's not a thing.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's
right
not
now.
Anymore.
Right now, it's an Acme, which used to be a Super Fresh. That's where I used to work, and an Applebee's that I happen to hit up quite often.
It is a bad
in the neighborhood.
It's a bad parking lot.
It's not great.
The front parking lot is terrible.
Yeah, the back's pretty good though.
They put every island. They've literally said, okay, we're Havertown. We're going to put islands in places. Or we're Manoa. Is it Havertown or is it Manoa?
It's Havertown.
It's Havertown. But it's the Manoa Shopping Center.
But
what's the deal?
The back is the way to go, though. It's very spacious. A lot of room to do extra activities.
Extra activities?
Trust me, and I caught some people as I was grabbing some carts back in the day doing some extra activities.
Extra activities. Let's see. We will be live from Center Ice tomorrow. And you're going to have an opportunity to win fabulous prizes. We'll tell you about some of that coming up. Plus, we get ready for the Eagles' big Thursday night game. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic.
You're right, John. It is a big Thursday night matchup tonight. Tampa Bay and Philly. FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge, is about to make it even bigger. That's because FanDuel is giving new customers 30-1 odds on either team to win. End the week right by winning $150 on just a $5 bet. There's some things that I looked at that I might like in this game. The line is fluctuating between 6.5, 7, 7.5 there. I think you might want to go with the visitors. Take a look at the over-under on passing yardage. Both are very high. Jalen Hurts up at around 285.5. Tom Brady about 295.5. So that makes me think I like the over of 52.5. You can also look at Running yards, rushing totals for Miles Sanders, it's only 34.5. That's a tough Tampa Bay run defense. So take a look at all those things. FanDuel Sports Betting made simple. Plus, when you win, you'll get paid in as little as 24 hours. All you have to do is sign up with promo code Bob today, before Tampa takes on the Birds. You could win $150 on just a $5 bet. Remember, use promo code Bob so they know that I sent you. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. New users only. $10 first deposit required. Must wager in designated offer market. Max bonus $150. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
God, I am so sick of this crap.
Is this the show?
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Join Pat Egan from The John Kincade Show this Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. at Ryan's Pub on Main Street in Manayunk. Enter to win a Greg Ward signed helmet courtesy of Bud Light and a trip for two to the January 2nd game in Washington. Plus, enjoy $3 Bud Light bottles and $4 Bud Light seltzers.
Everything works together. It's a beautiful thing. With Xfinity, you get Wi-Fi faster than a gig to power a house full of devices. So your home becomes a symphony of activity. We start with Dad streaming cooking videos in the kitchen. Add a little gaming in the basement. Gorgeous. Now let's bring in some working from the couch. And finally, the sweet melody of Grandpa streaming his nature shows. Can your internet do that? And there goes Grandpa.
Now through November 1st, ask how to get $150 back when you sign up for Gig Speed Internet. Or get started with Xfinity Internet for $39.99 a month for 12 months. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 11/1/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Pro 200 megabits per second internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires Gig Internet and X-Fi Gateway. Actual speeds vary.
Looking for a checking account that's built for you? Whether you love earning cash back or don't want fees or a minimum balance requirement, Citadel Credit Union has you covered. Plus, get a $300 bonus. Easily deposit checks right from your phone. Receive instant account alerts to stay updated. And simply tap and go with your contactless debit card. For a limited time, get $300 when you open a new checking account at citadelbanking.com/radio. Citadel Credit Union. Building strength together. Federally insured by NCUA.
For the ones who are always in the know.
Delivery confirmed.
For the ones who keep things running. For the innovators and the problem solvers. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, experienced staff at local branches, and free access to experts to help answer your toughest questions. So whatever challenge you face, we have the knowledge and products to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get in on the action. Well, no more, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide, with plans starting at just $35 a month with no contract. And get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for only $299. All on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required, actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
BetRivers Sportsbook wants you to be in control of your football bets. That's why players love the same game parlays at BetRivers. Same game parlays let you mix and match player props and game bets, and gives a payout boost to the winning combinations you want to root for. Combine two bets or combine many. You pick your confidence level and then watch the game unfold. Bet on same-game parlays at BetRivers.com or download the BetRivers app. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Napa know-how.
At Napa, buy a 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 motor oil and save $10 on a pair of wiper blades. It's the perfect autumn deal. Mobil 1 for colder weather, new wipers for the rain, and an extra $10 to buy Halloween candy you'll most likely eat yourself. We're not judging. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations. Does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sale price not available in some states. Ends 10/31/21.
Critics and audiences are standing and cheering for No Time to Die.
Salute.
It's the #1 movie in the world.
You were excellent.
You too.
It's a stunning, surprising finale that will leave you seriously blown away.
I have to finish this.
Go see it on the biggest screen you can find.
Name? Bond. James
Bond. No Time to Die. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Experience it in IMAX. Now playing everywhere.
Hey, it's John Kincade. Have you heard about College Ave student loans? I've got a daughter going to college next year, and you may too. College Ave is awesome. The website's simple and easy to use. Plus, with their student loan calculator, we've started to estimate our costs now. So my advice, sit down with your high school senior this weekend, and together, log on to collegeave.com. They're the emotional support system to help guide you through the college journey and how to pay for it, from start to finish. It's a simple family process. Go to collegeave.com. Trust me, you'll breathe easier. collegeave.com.
Temple University is conducting an inpatient MRI and investigational medication study for adults ages 18 to 65 who use cocaine, are willing to quit, and might consider a research study. For more information or to schedule a confidential screening visit, please contact the study team today, 215-707-7915. Temple University's inpatient MRI and investigational medication study for adults 18 to 65 who use cocaine, are willing to quit, and might consider a research study, 215-707-7915.
Why has the Ford F-Series been the best-selling truck for 44 straight years? Because year after year, F-150 continues to be tough to its core. From its military-grade aluminum alloy body to its high-strength steel frame, F-150 is one tough truck. And with its towing and payload capacity and its class-exclusive Pro-Power onboard generator, F-150 is up for any job. Check it out at buyfordnow.com and get to your local Ford store. Best-selling claim based on 1977 to 2020 calendar year total sales.
Brady and the Bucks are coming to Philly tonight. No tickets? No problem. Just head out to Chicky and Pete's on Packer Avenue for the Birds Tailgate and Watch Party presented by Modelo. Spin the wheel for some great prizes and check out the Modelo football bus. Grab some food and the first beer's on us. The action starts at 5:30 tonight at Chicky and Pete's on Packer Avenue. Presented by Modelo. Brewed for fans with a fighting spirit. Hey guys, it's Connor Thomas from the John Kincade Show, and I know you've heard me talk about dealing you in, PA. Well, we're doing something different this time. Let's deal you in fast, PA, because we've got the Blast Poker on the World Series of Poker Real Money mobile app by Harris Philadelphia. You can put your skills to the test any time of the day with these, not just regular turbo, super turbo Texas Hold'em tournaments where you could win your share of up to $300,000. Just download the app or head to WSOP.com and get $50 of free play on deposit using promo code DIAMOND. Terms and conditions apply. Must be 21 or over and NPA to gamble. Know when to stop before you start. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Yes, if you ever wondered, I do talk straight through the brakes.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
A lot of energy around here this morning.
There's a lot of energy here. I finally figured out who Bob and Connor are. I'll tell you about it coming up.
It's game day!
Hey, remember, go to the Fanatic online store at 97.5thefanatic.com and you can grab yourself a Run the Ball t-shirt. Run the ball!
No longer a slogan. It's a fashion statement.
Run the ball!
Got two different kinds to choose from.
Run it! Run the damn ball! Pat, did you design it?
I didn't design it. I suggested it to the bosses. They put it in motion because we're people of action here at the Fanatic. And,
we are action.
Immediately, I had a buddy reach out and said, "Hey, what's the link?"
Isn't that nice?
And he sent me the little receipt that you get when you order it. So he's going to be wearing that in Rhode Island. People are going to be confused.
That is awesome.
That's the same guy that bought the Travis Fulgham jersey.
He did. No,
so he'll get
he's
more
not
use.
Donating that?
He hasn't texted me.
I'm offering him to donate it. And I bet you somebody in Pat's honor would drive up the price for
some
that.
Some kid in Curacao who would love it.
I believe it could be. I sent Bob and Chunas a text last night.
Yeah.
So I'm celebrating. We celebrated my godson's birthday last night, which was awesome. Good to see Andrew and his lovely family. And Andrew says, "Hey, Uncle John, let me check this out." And he sends me the 15-team parlay, Pat. Now, I got on him a little bit because he's a big fan of Chunas and Cooney, obviously, because he was using their sportsbook app of choice. And he did load up, where he showed me he did load up on the bet tonight, so he's got the Park Sportsbook going, too. He hit a 15-team parlay for $1,000-something.
Off of a $12 bet.
$12 bet.
Way to go,
for
FanDuel.
a $1,000 Like
so he must have chosen a lot of.
He took
favorites.
a lot of favorites.
Yeah.
But honestly, 15 team parlay?
Yeah, that's hard to do.
It's crazy to do, and I sent them the documented evidence. I said, screenshot that. I'm going to show it to Tunis and Bob, because he obviously maybe he wants Bob Cooney as his godfather.
Well, earlier this year,
no room at the end.
There was a BetMGM user who put $10 on a 16, I think it was 15 or 16 team parlay.
And what'd they win?
24K, I think.
Oh my gosh!
It got to the final Monday night game, and I think it was the Packers Detroit game, and it was the Aaron Rodgers revenge game because the week before he had a pretty bad game. But the thing is, the guy couldn't cash out, so BetMGM allowed him to cash out because he had paid for it with a free bet. They don't allow you to cash out with free bets.
So you can't. I wouldn't think you could, right?
Yeah, and that's standard. And but because of the fact that it was so rare, they allowed him to cash out, and he wisely took the money.
He took a ton of. There was a ton of favorites.
Yeah,
and he had the Packers on the money line. The Vikings on the Vikings one almost lost for him, so he could have lost it. He could have lost it there.
Well, Tunis hit a big one.
Tunis did a $10.
How many was it though?
It was a 7 double legs, so it was 14
So he had 14 team parlay.
So he had a
But it was like strikeouts and this guy with hits and
it was unbelievable. Like Vinny Velasquez will strike out more than 5 and the Phillies will win. And
so I'm going to just say Tunis gets a little bit of the edge over Andrew Amicone because Tunis took like a bunch of. Andrew literally, my godson took the favorites. He took a bunch of favorites.
In my book.
15 team?
Yeah, it's tough.
That's awesome. When you have 10, 12 wins in the books, you're like, oh, wait a minute.
That's what you lead with on a date.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
What do you do for a living?
I don't think he has to do
15
that.
team parlays. What's up, baby girl?
I think he's got a full dance card, but I'm not so
see
sure.
My betting slip?
I figured out who Connor and Bob are, by the way. If you want to go behind the scenes here at the Fanatic. Connor and Bob every day, they are Chandler and Joey. The two of them are Chandler and Joey around here. You're constantly having sports competitions.
Yeah, but I like these guys.
You're constantly throwing things at each other. You hunt each other down with like, I'm going to bean him with the tape ball
he got
or
me
something.
This morning bad.
He's got, by the way, the welt in your back.
Oh, he got me good today. Right
Donna's going to ask. Donna's going to ask where that came from.
Probably not.
You don't think she's going to go?
Doesn't see me barebacked all that much, no.
She's going to be...
Yeah, so Connor's got it coming to him. So, for you ladies that are going to see him out at the bar on Friday nights or whatever and expecting something good, he's going to be hurting because he's got a hurting coming to him.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we will be live from Center Ice with your Philadelphia Flyers as opening day for the Flyers is here tomorrow. That was awesome last night. TNT's broadcast last night, Tuesday night. You had the NHL on ESPN. But opening night, tomorrow, the Couve in to play your Philadelphia Flyers.
Is that really a nickname or is that just yours? Because I've never heard it before.
You've never heard the Couve?
No, have you?
Oh, no, the Couve is a nickname, yes.
Is it?
I've not.
Yeah, you've never heard that either?
No.
Oh, no, the
Couve. It's not. But...
No, the Couve is a nickname for the.
Oh,
for
okay,
Vancouver.
yeah. I just never heard it before.
That is the Couve in tomorrow night. So they will be. What a way! You got a chance to get off to a good start here.
I like that Vancouver team too.
I do too. It's an entertaining watch.
Hughes.
They lost last night, I believe.
Patrick Demko.
I think they lost last night to the Avs. Maybe I had them wrong. So
when I went to bed, the game was still going on.
They did lose. We will be giving away Flyers tickets every hour on the show tomorrow. And Coach has found a fantastic way to be doing it, so you need to be listening all morning long. Coach, what are we going to be doing tomorrow?
We're going to be playing, let's see. Let's do the hockey horn.
The hockey horn?
Yeah.
Wow, so a hockey horn tomorrow.
Yeah.
When you hear the hockey horn, you will call, and you will win Flyers tickets to go see the Flyers and the Bruins next week.
And it could be any part of the show.
Yes.
5 times tomorrow, you're going to hear the hockey horn.
So it could be could be twice in 1 hour.
Yep.
Could be 3 times in 1 hour. Coach is just going to get willy-nilly with this.
Can we rent skates down there tomorrow?
I think they're going to have all kinds of stuff.
I don't think you have to rent them, Bob.
They're not going to make you rent.
I think they have them.
Give me the blades.
Hey, Safe
I can't skate.
Hey, Safe Auto offers Pennsylvania State minimum car insurance for less than 70 cents a day. Visit safeauto.com or call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO. Play it safe. with Safe Auto. Plus, you'll have your chance as Egan was trash talking Martinez yesterday, and I love Pat's arrogance and confidence is spectacular.
Look, Martinez is a really good goalie.
He's a really good goalie.
He's tough to score on. I've done it, but it's not like I don't like the kid. I do, but I'm gonna light his ass up like a Christmas tree. There's no doubt.
You never had to coach him.
I'm Team Pat.
Pat,
the first time I played against him, the first time ever, and I was working here, but he didn't realize who I was. I guess he never looked down, although he's about the same height as me.
You and him are about the same height.
Yeah. I came in, he covered the puck, and I didn't even come close to hitting his glove, but I kind of tapped his chest by accident, and he went, "Yeah, you better watch that stick or I'm going to shove it up your..." I was like, "Geez, man, that's really aggressive for..."
Whoa!
And then a bigger guy who was about 6'9" said, "Oh, if he doesn't do it, I'm going to." And I said, "All right, bud, we have work tomorrow. We're not going to..."
It's going to be a fun time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's keep the stick on the ice
all right,
and out
Tommy,
of my
tough
ass.
nuts. Relax.
Look forward to having you out there with us. We'll have a fun time tomorrow with the Flyers, and we appreciate their kindness.
I just want to get a running start if they have like a little carpet that takes us out to where we're going to be broadcasting.
Right.
I want to get a running start and just dive on the ice and slide.
And do a little slide? You can do that.
Like Theo
Sure.
Fleury when he scored that goal, he just slid all the way down.
It's going
like
to
I
make you
said,
cold the rest of the show.
That's all right. I'll do it towards the end of the show. I'm not a good skater. Well, I'll do it towards the end of when we get off the ice. I'm not a real good skater, so I just like playing on the ice anyway.
You're going to have some fun.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
a good time.
Why not?
We're going to have lots of it this winter from what I saw on the news yesterday. Lots of snow and ice.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Whether that's going to end up being the facts or not is a totally different question. In Cooney's Corner, Bob says it's an absolute shame.
I swear
He
I
really
do
does.
say
He
this.
says that. He says it's an absolute
Now,
shame.
let's see what's in Cooney's Corner. Our perfect show just ended.
Yeah, there's that.
Well, we made it into like the fourth, sort of like an Aaron Nola start.
I had to reset the board. All of a sudden, everything crashed. But
There we go.
Cooney's Corner, kick it off.
Sort of like the computers over here. Bob, by the way, has to use his phone today.
Why?
Because people are wondering why.
Are they?
People wondering why Bob's on his phone. Bob's not usually on his phone during the show.
No, never.
I think he's texting Jamie, "Please come back ASAP." That's what I thought he was telling him.
Instead, though, the computers are out.
Yeah, so everything I'm getting is off my phone. But anyway, here's the shame of it all. Ben Simmons has ruled the day as far as topics go in this Sixers season. Preseason, I should say. What do we usually do in preseason? You kind of look at guys and say, outside guys or guys that need to play a new role, whatever it may be, new guys. Oh, how are they making out? So if I were to ask you, John, and Patrick, if I were to ask the two of you, who are the two guys that if our focus was on this Sixers team right now, currently constructed, that you would really be looking at? Who would it be?
Matisse Thybulle, number one for me. And obviously, I want to see Tyrese Maxey and see with the increased role if he's ready for the challenge. If his shoulders are broad enough for the challenge.
I think I'm
rooting like hell for the young man.
I think those are the two obvious answers, as you said.
Very obvious.
And I can't disagree with that. What about you, Pat? Same?
Yeah, Maxey's the obvious one. My other guy was B-Ball Paul. Because you've heard so much about him, and it's time to see that
I've heard a ton about him.
I know you're sick of it, but it's time to see if the guy is simply a G League legend or if he can actually be a contributor at the next level and be a rotation guy and work his way in.
What are you thinking? Like, are you talking about that he could bring you sort of what Dwight Howard brought you?
Just energy off the bench, rotation guy.
There's something to him. I'm not being distracted. I don't know where you heard so much about B-Ball.
I can't
because we
just the fact that he has a nickname before doing absolutely freaking nothing.
I have a nickname. I never
bothers
played
me.
announced in
The
yet.
B-Ball Paul thing.
But he's interesting, John. Like he's got something that is really interesting to see how it relates to the NBA. So that's kind of a back burner a little bit to me. The obvious answer is yes, those are the ones there. But the two guys that I think if we really focused on this Sixers preseason that have really piqued my interest are Isaiah Joe and George Niang.
Well, Niang, I know nothing about. I mean, the only thing I know about him, or when the Sixers made the move, I had to go to YouTube and watch. Because I honestly, if you had said to me, what roster was he on last year, I wouldn't even have been able to tell.
Oh, you too?
I didn't know him.
I did the same thing.
But I got people saying, oh, he's great. Like, oh, he's great. It's a great pickup. And I'm going, I couldn't have told you what roster he was on
So,
last year.
John, just real quick, I apologize for breaking in here.
No.
I know you've only been back for about 9 or 10 months. It's Philly radio, so what you have to do is you have to act like you know everything. You can never admit that you don't know where someone came from.
No, I had no
John,
idea.
You're suddenly an expert on all things
I didn't
sports,
realize
for
that.
future reference.
I had no idea. That was called Google, YouTube.
I did Bing.
Oh, you
and
use Bing? Well, that's your choice.
Daily Motion.
How come Bing hasn't got you as an endorser yet?
They should.
It's amazing.
Let's work on that.
MySpace does, though. It's coming up in the next break.
So, all the talk that we've had throughout the past few years has been about getting shooters. Got to have shooters surrounding this team. Shooters. You went out and you got Danny Green. You got Seth Curry. In Isaiah Joe, you have somebody that could be a really fun bench guy that can light it up. Look, when I look at shooters, I just don't say, oh, he made 7 out of 10. I look at how they set their feet. I look at how they get the shot off. Can they get it off with the defender closing out on them? Do they need more than a foot space to get it off? All of those things come into play for me when I'm watching a shooter. Isaiah Joe has gotten really good at creating his own space, and as he does such, it hasn't changed that he's as good at doing it, shooting that way, as he is when he's wide open. Keep an eye on Isaiah Joe. Look, is he going to be a game changer for this team? Probably not in the first half of the season, but come the second half of the season, this guy might have
changer.
This guy might have not a game, but this guy might be a bigger part of this team than anybody ever envisioned going into this season.
So do you see him being like how Shake Milton came off the bench in the playoffs and kind of sparked them a little bit and got on a run? Do you see him being that role?
I do. I see him growing as this year goes on and becoming like an integral piece to this team.
Wow, I got it.
Yeah, I think
that would be awesome if it was.
Yeah, I think it's going to grow and grow as this season goes on. The reliability factor that's going to be put on Isaiah Joe. Now, look, if you're relying on him for 7 minutes to begin the season and it grows to 15 minutes, that's a lot to me. But I think this kid is really good, and he could be some points you're getting off the bench. And the kid Niang is really interesting to me because he's a guy much like a I'm drawing a blank on the guy's name.
Matt Geiger.
No, who was it? They brought in 3-point
Sean
shooter.
Bradley.
Patrick Stefano.
No, with Marco Bellinelli, they brought in the other guy. Whatever. But
Ersan Ilyasova.
Yes.
Milt Thompson.
Niang's a guy that they can bring in and fit in with the starters as well as with second teamers. I think he's also a really good pickup.
Well,
you have surrounded Joel Embiid.
There you go.
Not Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, but you have surrounded Joel Embiid with a lot of really good shooters on this team. It's going to be interesting without Ben Simmons how this all unfolds.
Tonight's going to be interesting for Jalen Hurts. A huge test for Jalen Hurts tonight. And Pat says he don't care. What do you mean
I don't care if they win the game because I don't expect them to win the game, and we've talked about this a lot. You don't really have expectations for this team to do anything in terms of wins and losses. You really want to see the progression. This is a huge game for Jalen Hurts because he's playing a bad secondary. He played a bad secondary earlier this season against San Francisco, and he struggled. He needs to have a good game. I'm not sitting here saying he needs to win the game. But he needs to have a really, really good game where I come out of it feeling a lot better about Jalen Hurts as my quarterback than I did going into it.
Completely fair.
I thought I was going to get that against San Francisco, and against a banged-up secondary against San Francisco, he didn't really do anything. Now, granted, a couple of touchdowns were taken back and whatnot, but in terms of like instilling that confidence that this is the franchise quarterback, I didn't get that. I need that tonight because these guys are ripe for the picking. You should be able to pick apart their defense when you have the opportunities. I need to see a good game from Jalen Hurts.
If I don't get it, my meter is already, as I said, would be at 45%. If I was being like right in the middle of the road where I'm not in or out, below 50% leaning towards out, above 50% leaning towards in, I'm at like 45% on Hurts right now. If I'm not tomorrow in the positive territory, I'm going to be concerned because this is a cake game. This team gives you so many opportunities to make plays down the field throwing the football. They're the Super Bowl champs, I get it, but they have wide open windows. They leave gaps of space where if Devontae Smith, I don't know what the number is. I'm going to check my Parks app. I think it's like 72.5 on receiving yards. If Devontae Smith doesn't have it tomorrow, if he's not finding him tonight for big gains, I'm going to be concerned.
Well,
about Jalen Hurts, I'm going to be concerned.
You know what my big number is when it comes to Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith? He has to have double-digit targets for me.
Yes,
Devontae
that's fine,
Smith
right. Yes.
has to have at least 10 targets every game. That's what I want to see. I'll ask you guys this question on top of what you brought up, Pat. Who do you have more confidence in performing well tonight for Jalen Hurts to look good? Jalen Hurts or Nick Sirianni? Because I think he needs a good game plan to look good tonight.
I think Nick Sirianni will have a really strong game plan tonight.
Okay. So
I'm expecting him, as I said, I've been very critical. And I have no problems with no apologies or otherwise, because his game planning has sucked. For 4 weeks, it's been pretty mediocre at best. Mediocre at best against the Chiefs. It sucked against San Francisco. And 2 of the last 3 games, it's been terrible. But I believe the next 5 games will be much better for Nick Sirianni. Because I don't think he's a dope. I don't think he's a guy. I think he's learning his way, but he's learning on the job, which sort of annoys me.
Exact opposite. I have more confidence in Jalen Hurts having more success tonight than Nick Sirianni, because Nick Sirianni hasn't shown me anything. He hasn't really shown, other than week 1 against a terrible Atlanta team that, for whatever reason, their game plan was worse than anything we've seen this season from Sirianni. Other than that, we haven't seen Sirianni really adapt well. I think Jalen Hurts, even with the game plan and the calls that are being thrown out there, he should be able to succeed against this defense.
I told you this. ESPN stats and information. Since the NFL went to 32 teams, right now, the Tampa Bay secondary is off to a 5-game start. It's only 5 games, so it all can change. They are off to a top 10 worst secondaries performance. 73% of passes being completed against them through 5 games is top 10 worst in the 32-team modern-day NFL.
Yeah.
So this is an epically bad team. If Jalen Hurts can't have a big game tonight as a passer and really being effective in the passing game, and we're talking about getting everybody involved, and those little passes that he doesn't seem to be able to accomplish, the little slants and everything that he's got to, where guys have to be reaching out, and if he can't do it tonight, he's never going to. I believe it's going to be close to me thinking he's never going to do it.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a chance to throw it in. I mean, you still have to rely on the offensive line holding off a pretty good defensive line of Tampa Bay, and the injuries being what they are in the shuffle. Now, you may have the same starting offensive line as you had last week, which is a good thing.
It was fine, yeah.
Yeah, and it was fine. But that Tampa defensive line is good. They're going to have to keep them away, and if they do that, it should be there for the taking for Jalen Hurts. I need a good game plan from Nick Sirianni.
I absolutely do.
Yeah. And if he does have that, I'm confident in Jalen Hurts.
I'm confident that, look, I want to see Jalen Hurts succeed, but part of it is I root for the young man because I like him. Secondly, I want a defensive overhaul. I want complete, the team makeover on defense this offseason with 3 number 1 picks all on defense.
I don't think there's an Eagles fan out there that doesn't want him to succeed. It makes no sense of why you would cheer against Jalen Hurts.
Nobody.
Because everything you just laid out. They have so many holes. If you can take out addressing the quarterback in the draft,
it would be fantastic.
It's a dream.
Yeah.
It would be great.
I want all defense.
And plus, I also think he checks all the boxes as far as what I want in my quarterback. Leader, accountable, great work ethic, but I do question the arm. I continue to question the arm. And we'll see tonight. If you can't do it tonight, I don't know when you're going to do it, because this is an open opportunity tonight. Is this really a winnable game? We'll talk about it next. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. Bet with the best. The Parks Casino Sportsbook app. I love it. The number 1 casino in Pennsylvania and a great sportsbook app. And tonight, an amazing deal. All customers, whether you are new or whether you are existing, you can get in on a special right now for the Birds game versus Tampa Bay. We're going to give you a head start. How about the Philadelphia plus 50 points tonight? And odds of plus 120 against Tampa Bay. That's right. It is 50-0 at kickoff, and your team is ahead. This offer is in the special market section of the app. Max bet applies, which means $50. It's right on the money for you right now. 50 points before the game even begins. It's a spectacular offer. You're going to win 60, by the way, with the plus 120. Download the app or go to pa.parkscasino.com. Parks Sportsbook, you can bet with the home team, my team. You got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
You're a middle-aged man. You can't be a DJ.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Hey, it's cuz losing isn't always bad, especially when it takes only 40 days to lose 20 to 40 plus pounds. With NJ Diet, that's losing in a good way. NJ Diet's contractually guaranteed money-back program starts with personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, and blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep it off for the rest of your life. It's all about the science, right? Our body composition, everybody's different. This is what makes NJ Diet incredible. And NJ Diet with you every step of the way. Fully monitored by their certified staff to make sure you're burning fat, not just losing water. You'll have access to the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet committed to you keeping the weight off, all natural, no shots, no hormones, no prepackaged foods, and no surgery. With offices in Princeton, King of Prussia, or Cherry Hill, available from home with live online video consultation. Lose 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days, contractually guaranteed. Visit NJDiet.com or call 855-5NJ-DIET, 855-5NJ-DIET.
Have you heard his attack ads? Phil Murphy's lying about me again. I would too if I had his record. I'm Jack Chittarelli. Phil Murphy's failed us at every turn. He told us he wanted to make New Jersey the California of the East Coast. He wasn't kidding. Phil Murphy increased state spending $11 billion. Are you any better off today than you were 4 years ago? Murphy's about to raise taxes on businesses who barely survived his shutdown, and the rest of the country is lapping us in economic recovery. The lines at motor vehicles are a joke. Crime is raging, with murders and gun violence up 40%. And he tried to ban cops from notifying parents if their kids are caught with drugs or alcohol. Who does that? And while New Jersey has the highest property tax in the nation, Phil Murphy says if taxes are your issue, then we're probably not your state? Come on, Phil. With a record like that, no wonder you want to change the subject.
New Jersey can do better. With Jack Chittarelli as governor, we will. Paid for by Chittarelli for Governor, Inc., P.O. Box 427, Somerville, New Jersey.
Inside the Birds with Jeff Mosher and Adam Kaplan. Mondays from 6 to 8.
There's a lot of questions about this team. There's a lot of questions about this head coach. And the biggest question that I have at the moment is, through 5 games, and we say this, it was just week 1, just week 2. Well, now we're through 5 games. I don't have a clear picture of what Nick Sirianni's objective is as an offensive play caller.
Inside the Birds is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
Hey, this is Anthony Gargano. DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is bringing back their can't-miss offer. All new users can place a $1 bet on any team during week 2. That team wins, you win $100. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code FANATIC when you sign up. That's code FANATIC only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Wake up to Wendy's and get a bacon or sausage, egg, and Swiss breakfast croissant for just $1.99. Made with fresh cracked eggs and served on a hot buttery croissant that's fluffy enough to sleep on. It's time to wakey. Hit the Wendy's drive-thru and get your bacon or sausage, egg, and Swiss breakfast croissant for just $1.99. That's a better breakfast for just $1.99. Only at Wendy's. We got you.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Third-party delivery prices may vary. Not following the combo.
Exam 4 needs to be sanitized.
Mersana's MRI clinic isn't operating at max efficiency.
Those Watson records?
She needs a new certified tech, certifiably now.
Someone's waiting in room 2 for an ACL scan. Can you handle that?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get in on the action. Well, no more, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide, with plans starting at just $35 a month with no contract. And get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for only $299, all on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required, actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
The moment you fire up a Gator UTV, the engine has your full attention. The completed job is on the horizon, and the trail meets its match. Just like that, you made short work of a long to-do list. Run with us on a John Deere Gator UTV. With effortless four-wheel drive at the flip of a switch and our smoothest shifting transmission yet. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere Gator for more.
I'm not answering. It's another one of those expiring warranty calls.
Speaking of warranties, would have been nice to have warranty coverage when our furnace broke last month.
You know, Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning contractors offer up to 10 years of protection on a new system.
Huh, and that's peace of mind, knowing we're covered if we need service.
Safeguard your investment with up to 10 years of service protection from Bryant. Exceeding industry standards, one more way Bryant does whatever it takes to keep you comfortable. Go to nopaybryant.com to find a dealer near you.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Hey, Pennsylvania. With Unibet Sportsbook's Level Up Parlay Booster, you can get unlimited parlay boosts of up to 50%. Sign up today to get $500 risk-free. Build a parlay no one else in Pennsylvania could have thought of. Download the app or visit pa.unibet.com. Unibet Sportsbook. Crazy about the odds. Must be 21 or over to play and physically located in Pennsylvania. Restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Thursday Night Football, you've got the Birds in action taking on Tom Brady, and you want to be sitting there at 11:30 when the game's on the line, yawning, having trouble keeping your eyes open, falling asleep? No, you don't, right? That's not your game day tradition. Your game day tradition is being dialed into the game. So why don't you do what I'm going to do tonight? Take a 5-hour energy. It'll wake you right up. You'll be alert and ready to watch the game and ready to analyze it and ready for the next day and all of that. But what about your game day ritual, right? I just talked about that. What do you do? Do you tailgate with your buddies? Do you just hunker down in a man cave? Do you watch the game with family? What is your game day tradition? What if I told you the 5-hour energy wants to make your game day tradition better by giving you $10,000 to do your ultimate game day experience? So whether it be a Winnebago, whether it be a bunch of TVs in your room, whether it be heading with your buddies to a parking lot and spending all day there, whatever it is, all you have to do to enter this contest, it's very simple, is buy a 5-hour energy product. You take the product, you get the receipt, you upload the receipt to 5hesport.com. That's it, folks. That's all you have to do, and you're entered to win the $10,000 5-hour energy ultimate football game day experience. So do what I'm doing, all right? Head on over to 5hourenergy.com. You build your very own 12 or 24 pack. Then you take that receipt, upload it to 5hesport.com, and maybe you could win $10,000. So no purchase necessary. Must be 18 and a legal resident of the U.S. Ends December 10, 2021. For official rules and how to enter without purchase, visit 5hesport.com. Void where prohibited.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Picking on Egan is extremely mean, but I assure you, it's just a small, minute, tiny part of our content.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
The 8 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show is brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. It is a game day. Game day Thursday.
Oh, yeah, the secret game.
I do not like game day Thursday. It just doesn't sound right to me. It doesn't. No, I don't. It's a Thursday night. I'm more of a weekend football guy. I just don't like the Thursday games. I don't mind it if I'm watching somebody else's team play.
Does it affect your sleep patterns?
Oh, it will. Tonight, what time am I getting to sleep? 11:30?
Sleep's overrated. Yeah, I say
not for you. You're part vampire.
I say we stay up and just go straight to the ice tomorrow.
Okay. What time do you guys normally get to bed?
Lights out, 10:30.
What about you, Bob?
Yeah, like I try to make my way in between 10:30 and 11.
Lights out for me usually 10:30.
And what time do you get up?
I get up at 3:30.
Alarm goes off at 4.
So you guys are both running on about 5.5, 6 hours sleep?
Yeah. I'm 6 hours sleep a night, maybe.
Yeah, if I can get between 4, I usually don't get 6. If I can get between 4.5 and 5.5, I'm great. I'm
gonna answer something I saw on the on YouTube.
And I just got Connor back.
You did? You got Connor back?
Oh, yeah.
Chandler and Joey are fighting in the hallways
got him.
there.
Right between the shoulder blades, Egan. I got him.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
Jim on our YouTube. Jim, one of our YouTube family. Some great interaction today on the YouTube crew. some real back and forths on the Ben Simmons stuff and everything. He says, I disagree, JK. If Jalen gets abysmal play calls from Nick, then what is he supposed to do? Though I do agree with you, Jim, that the head coach's play calling has not been good. I believe the head coach is being forced to design a game plan that he doesn't want to design. And I see Harold Stottle on Twitter. That's a great name, Harold Stottle. He says Jalen has already shown he's going to be the franchise quarterback. The coach has just got to get out of his way and run the ball. Though I absolutely agree with Harold Stottle that the coach, I would say it here, you got a young man in Arizona who has a chance to be MVP this year, who's in his Kyler Murray's second year or third year? Third year. Kyler Murray, around 40% of the time, is doing RPO. Kyler Murray has a coach who 6 out of 10 plays is saying, run this play. We're running the ball. We are throwing the ball. You don't get to make the choice. Kyler Murray is a third-year pro with a lot more experience than Jalen Hurts in the NFL. I don't understand this coach. I don't think he's doing Jalen Hurts any favors. But I do believe he's trying to run an offense that Jalen Hurts has a chance to succeed in, because if you're going to drop back and throw the ball 35, 40 times a game with Jalen Hurts in the pocket, you will not think Jalen Hurts is the starting quarterback of the Eagles. He will prove to you that he's not. That's not what he's about. He can't do it. He couldn't do it in college. He can't do it here. He lost his job in college because he can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting what you say. And this morning yesterday when I was listening to Nick Sirianni's press conference, John.
How was word salad?
Well, he said something that stuck out to me. So we're going to play a little Speak the Truth here or whatever. But we're not
whatever. It's your own segment.
I know. But it's not a full thing.
Speak the truth here or whatever.
But he did say something yesterday that perked my ears and made me think of you.
Really?
Yeah, I swear.
What did he say? What did he say that made you? What did he say that made you? So you're thinking of me when you hear Nick Sirianni speak. That concerns me a little bit. But what did he say?
So he said something.
Read every play independently. Don't get caught up on what you've seen on tape, knowing that he's a different type of player and that teams will play you a little bit differently than what you expect. So really read every play independently of whoever you're reading. Just make sure you go through your read just like you would in a pass play, knowing that things can adjust. And then also how to get down and how to not take big hits. There's a lot of quarterbacks in the league that don't know how to take that hit on a zone read. And I think he naturally has good instincts to be able to do that, but we want him taking care of himself, taking care of his body, because we know that that's part of our offense, and we don't want him to take big hits on that.
It's just too much. It's too much.
Honestly.
Read every play independently. Don't get film into your head too much. Oh, my God, my head's spinning already just listening. Look, I'm not saying that it's too much to ask a quarterback to do something. He's asking, to your point that you've made continuously over the last few weeks, I do think he's asking him to do too much.
He is asking him to do too much. He's asking him to do more than Tom Brady. Bruce Arians asks Tom Brady to do less in his offense than Nick Sirianni is asking Jalen Hurts to do in his. It is jackassery. I think it is coaching malpractice.
Yeah.
That they are throwing this. They're throwing him to the wolves.
It seems like it. If you're saying, all right, we're showing you all this tape, and rightfully so. That's what football is. It's a lot of it is tape work that you have to do in order to get ready for an opponent. But you're doing that, and quarterbacks more than anyone, and then you're telling them, though, when we run these plays, trust your gut,
right?
And forget about the. That's confusing right there. Now
he is word salad, and again, it would take Nick Sirianni 50 words to tell somebody happy birthday. He's just, he can't help himself. I don't believe he's confident in his message. Or he really isn't into Jalen Hurts. And he can't hide it like he's trying to hide it. I think every time I hear him speak, I'm hearing a screaming out of, I don't want to be running this offense. This isn't the offense I want to run. But they've told me I got to see what Jalen Hurts is all about. So they're forcing me to run an offense that I even admitted multiple times during the offseason I've never run before, and I had to go learn. And to me, I believe it sort of puts Nick Sirianni in a bad position too, because he doesn't want to run. He does not want to run this offense. Period.
Yeah, they have to get on some kind of same page, and either Nick Sirianni has to teach it better, Jalen Hurts has to run it better, whatever it may be. But I say this with all sincerity and not towards ill will towards either Sirianni or Hurts, but you got to dumb it down. I mean, just what he explained yesterday as far as Jeff McClain's question of what are his reads or what are you looking for him to read on RPOs and all, and you go into that type of answer, well, you're running RPOs most of the time. And he has to think that much most of the time. And look, I'm not saying that being a quarterback in the NFL is a non-thinking part. It's the most thinkable part of the game. But sometimes when you just call a 10-yard slant and that's all you're looking at, that's a lot easier than having to read all the time. And forget about the film, by the way, also. You can't. You see a linebacker coming, you know whether from film he's usually going to go to the running back or he's usually going to drop back in coverage or he's going to come at you. You can't have all of those things going through your mind while you're running an offense.
5 weeks into the NFL, the player who has most controlled their team's offense is Jalen Hurts. That is coaching malpractice. That is absolutely a ridiculous game plan, a ridiculous thought process, and it's either a coach that's over his head or there's an agenda to throw the young man to the wolves and see him fail. I don't know. Dante in the Northeast joins us on The Fanatic. Good morning, Dante.
Good morning, guys. How's everybody doing?
Great to hear from you, buddy.
It's great to call in. I get what you're saying when you said that Jalen Hurts is being asked to do more than Tom Brady. But
he's being asked to do more than every quarterback in the NFL, not just Tom Brady.
John, I get what you're saying, but I feel like to a certain extent, let's not say Jalen Hurts isn't putting that pressure on himself, too. Because I guarantee you, if Nick Sirianni is putting him in the best of his position to win the game, which is an RPO option, right? Let's just say if Sirianni gives Jalen 30 RPO plays, I guarantee you Jalen is going to go with 22 of those plays to pass the ball instead of trying to give
he's doing that he's even going above that. He's doing like 70%.
So that's my point exactly.
It's crazy.
I can't say Nick Sirianni isn't calling run plays. He's just trying to get Jalen in his best position to win.
Dante. He doesn't call that. Our RPO is not calling a running play. What he could do,
it's a run pass option.
But what that's not a running play. That's an option.
Not, but he has the option to run the ball.
How about just calling running plays? How about if tonight?
I would love for him to run the ball.
Well, how about if you just said, Jalen, I'm calling the plays tonight, and I'm going to give you 45% of the setup's going to be RPO. And I'm going to call running plays, designed runs, and we're going to see if we can do it effectively. Because when we've tried to do it effectively this year, they've actually had some success.
They have, and I wish they would have more running plays. But I'm just trying to look at it from the perspective of, like Pat Egan said, right? We need Jalen Hurts to be a hit because if he's a hit,
we want him to be.
With the possibly 3 first-round picks that you have, you can go all defense.
We can.
So you need him to be that pick.
We want him to be, but I don't want to wish it and hope it and it's in the bowl of Lucky Charms.
You have my attention.
Oh, yeah, you do love the Lucky Charms. By the way, they have a new one. There's something new in the Lucky. Yeah, there's something new. I saw a commercial the other day. There's some new special thing in the Lucky Charms that they've never had before. It's like the golden
meth.
The golden marshmallow or something.
Okay.
So you got to look it up.
The golden marshmallow?
It's something new. There's something new in the...
Lucky Charms gone dark.
There you go. There's something new in there. Hey, check out the Tyrone Johnson Show. It's a great listen every Saturday morning. Live from the Bet Rivers Sportsbook at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Every Saturday, 9 to noon. You can watch college football action on the 56-foot LED screen. You can win great prizes and more. Hang out with Tyrone every single Saturday and listen on the radio from 9 to noon. It's great. It's a great spot. You can call running plays. He says, why would you give Jalen Hurts more responsibility than any quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah,
it's absolutely nonsensical.
That's what I want to see tonight. I've said it since Monday morning. I want to see quick-hitting running plays. I want to see Jalen Hurts under center. Boom, handing the ball off. Miles Sanders getting his running start and getting the ball and looking to find holes. I want those quick-hitting running plays and then set up your passing plays. The passes are going to be there. But if you solely go in with the RPO, and like you said, more than 70% of the time he's pulling it back and throwing, I don't think that's going to work.
Fitz in Allentown joins us on The Fanatic. Fitz, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. So I'm listening to this conversation, and I only got one person to blame here, and it's Howie Roseman. I mean, how many times does a head coach come in and have to take a rookie quarterback that they did not pick and have that choice to pick the quarterback that's going to fit his system? How many coaches in history have to do that? Unless it's obviously coming in if you're coaching Gannon or Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. You know what I mean? Like this all boils down to Howie Roseman at the end of the day. If Nick Sirianni cannot run a system with Jalen Hurts, then why is Jalen Hurts here?
Well, I don't, Fitz. I disagree. I'll disagree with you only on one point. Is that I think that the Eagles had to see what they have in Jalen Hurts because that pick was made, and Nick Sirianni came in and told them, I can run this. I don't believe they've made any kind of commitment to Jalen Hurts past this year.
No, I don't think so either.
I think this is a show us what you got.
I absolutely agree. I definitely think this is a show us what you got year. I think they did. Look, even if Eagles brass doesn't believe that Jalen Hurts is the guy moving forward, which is something that people have written, you still have to give him a chance. And I believe they are doing that by saying, no, we don't think he's the guy, but let's give him the best chance. What is it? RPO is probably the best way to showcase his talents. Okay, that's where you're going to go.
It's no one in NFL history would ever say, yeah, a guy who has played around 8 minutes of game time in their NFL career would be the guy that we would trust the most to have most control of his team's offense. It's just a dumb strategy. It's a stupid strategy. And I don't believe Nick Sirianni's a stupid man, so I believe they're trying to force something here. They're trying to shoehorn it. Tonight, the Fanatic pregame show, 6 o'clock from the Gatehouse in the Navy Yard with Devon, Derek Gunn, and special guest Andrew Salchunas.
The Chunas.
All are welcome to stop by and say hi.
Hi.
Coach says all are welcome to come by and say hi.
Sure.
Coach, does that include more conversation than that? Can they talk about the game, or is it just go up, form a little line, say hi.
Hello.
And then step aside?
Well, that's a good way of saying hello.
Yeah, just say hi and then move on.
It's like the soup Nazi.
Wow.
You walk up to the table, you see Devon, and you say, hello. Step aside. By the way,
how about a hug?
D-Gun. No hugs.
D-Gun screws with Devon.
Yeah. Yeah, they go at it pretty good.
He loves messing with Devon.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, it's a nice little lively listen, so make sure you're a part of it tonight. And Chunas in the mix.
How do you like that?
God knows there's going to be some fun and frivolity.
The Chunas.
Some hijinks.
Oh,
by the way, Temple is conducting an inpatient MRI and investigational medication study for adults 18 to 65 who use cocaine and are willing to quit. If you might consider a research study, and I hope that you will, 215-707-7915. 215-707-7915. So tomorrow we will be at Center Ice with the Flyers. We will give away 5 sets of Flyers tickets to see the Flyers and the Bruins next week. Coach has designed the hockey horn.
Well, I mean,
how many hours did it take you to come up with this?
It can pop up at any time during the show. At any time during the show tomorrow, you could be hearing the hockey horn. And when you hear it, you call and you win Flyers tickets. I think it's a great
easy.
Coach, I think this was a good idea. That was a long meeting. We discussed it for a long time. And we're discussing how would we do this. And Coach, in his simplicity, is genius.
Well, and he is, because Coach knows that there are different kinds of horns.
Oh.
There's the French horn.
There is.
There's the other horn. But he specifically went hockey horn because it makes sense with the hockey promotion. And this is what it'll sound like tomorrow.
Oh, that's it?
So when you hear that, you call up. I mean, people think that Coach just sits here and argues with people on YouTube. He doesn't. He's an idea man.
No, he does do that.
Well, he does, but then he's a multitasker.
Oh, he is a multitasker.
You know, he's sitting there, he's typing, arguing with people with one hand, and he's writing down great ideas like the hockey horn on the other.
There you go.
You're not getting this from just,
this isn't some bozo sports radio show.
He's not just a pretty face.
Not just sitting here sketching ponies.
Sphinx to say what?
Yeah.
Huh? What?
The beautiful face.
If you are going to Las Vegas, we will have an announcement for you on where you want to be with us, even if you are not part of our group with Philly Sports Trips. And by the way, there are still a few spots available if you wanted to last second decide to make the trip to Vegas. Few last second spots available, phillysportstrips.com. And there are some spots available for our pregame tailgate at the beautiful beach club pool at the Mandalay Bay and on game day, beach tailgate. And then there are some spots available for John Dorenboss's Magic Show on Saturday late afternoon. So if you're interested, go to phillysportstrips.com, and we look forward to seeing you out there. Even a couple spots on the private plane.
Yeah, I had a buddy
So if
check
somebody
into that
wants to-
yesterday. There's a couple left.
So there's a couple spots left. If you wanted to get in, and even if you just wanted to jump on board and take the trip with us, airfare, and be a part of it, you can do it too. Go to phillysportstrips.com. Is it a winnable game tonight, though, honestly? I would say one thing has to happen tonight. They need a game plan. They need a game plan like offensively like they had against the Chiefs, where you're moving the ball, but you need to convert the 3s into 7s.
Yeah.
You can't have the stupid penalties. If there is a penalty for offensive interference in the red zone tonight, Nick Sirianni, Nick, take it out of the freaking playbook because you can't teach it. You obviously can't teach it. We're 5 games in, you can't teach it. It's not working. So stop going to the same well saying, well, this week it's going to work. I don't believe you. Take it out of the playbook tonight. Simplify things. And when you're in the red zone, damn it, if they're within the 10-yard line, first down, do exactly what you did with Gainwell last week. Run the ball. Don't be afraid to run the ball. Now, you don't have to do it necessarily on first down, but I would do it on first down. But I want to see them run the ball in the red zone, which he seems to be completely like he thinks it's like COVID-19. You're going to pick up something by running the ball in the red zone, especially inside the 10. He hates it. He just is totally against it.
Well, at first I understood his kind of thinking in that you have a dancer of a runner in Miles Sanders, that when you're inside the 10, first and goal, whatever it may be, you don't want a guy losing yards. And if he's back there dancing, you'd rather have a guy that hits the hole harder. So maybe that's why they go to Kenny Gainwell when they're down there. There is a trust. Look, there's a trust factor with Miles Sanders that's not there.
Or lack of trust factor.
Exactly. It's just not there yet. But, yeah, I agree. I think you have to trust Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell tonight. I think you have to get some quick-hitting running plays early and often to make tonight work.
I am so looking forward to seeing the challenge, though.
Yeah.
Because after the Chiefs game, they can make plays on a bad secondary. So if you just get more balance and stop going to the red zone and coming away with kicks. Let's just not have it. By the way, are you back in on your friend the kicker? Are you back in, Pat?
With Jake Elliott?
Yeah, you back in?
Oh, I don't say we're friends, but he has been impressive this season.
He has been impressive.
And we haven't given him as a fan base a lot of credit for that. I didn't have a lot of faith in him going into the season.
Well, there hasn't been a lot of big kicks yet.
There hasn't been, but I mean, look, the ones that he's had to make, he's made.
He's made every one.
No, he missed one. I thought he made every one too, and then last week
missed one.
They showed his numbers and he had missed one.
I think he missed one.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, look it up, Bob. Do your math.
I think he missed one.
Do your research, Bob, on your phone because the internet's not working.
It's game time. It's a Thursday. It's game time. We turn the show over to Egan, and he entertains us. And you have a chance to win fabulous prizes. What could go wrong? We'll find out. It's going to be fun. We look forward to having you join us. 610-632-0975. If you'd like to jump in now and get yourself lined up for game time. 610-632-0975 here on the John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. How long have you lived in your house? For me, it's I think it's 2 weeks today. 10 years, 15 years? If your water heater outlives you in your home, if you've been in your home 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, and your water heater has never been replaced, think about it. You're going to meet your water heater the day it busts. That's why you need to check out my friends at Bradford White. Bradford White water heaters are built to be the best. And you don't just go into a big box store, go grab one and have it installed. Bradford White water heaters are only available through plumbing and heating professionals. Why? Because they believe in safe professional installation of their products to make sure you get the top performance and the reliability. Bradford White rocks. They're awesome. You want to get the job done today, go to BradfordWhite.com. You're going to need a new water heater at some point. You don't want to be calling Bradford White the day yours busts, but you can if you need to. Choose Bradford White. You can learn more and find a local pro today at BradfordWhite.com.
The John Kincade Show.
They put it on the air?
Of course they put it on the air. It was a big success.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's week 6, and Tom Brady and the Bucs are in town. It's the Fanatic pregame show, today starting at 6.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win. Use promo code GameDay.
Devon Gibbons and Derek Gunn broadcast live from the Gatehouse at the Navy Yard until kickoff at 8:20 p.m. 97.5 The Fanatic's Birds pregame show, live from the Gatehouse at the Navy Yard and on your exclusive home for the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philly. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
You run a business, setbacks change everything. And online, they happen fast. With your Comcast Business Internet, you can stay ahead. And now it comes with Security Edge to make it even more secure. It helps keep your network safe with scans every 10 minutes. And unlike some cybersecurity options, this helps protect every device that's connected. Because when your information, your people, and your company have Security Edge, you can be ready for what's next. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Fast speeds and advanced security. Now together for $69.99 a month for 12 months with a 3-year agreement from Comcast Business. Learn more about powerful connectivity and advanced cybersecurity solutions for your business. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today. Offer ends 1/3/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second and Security Edge customers only. Early termination fee applies. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change.
Inside the Birds with Jeff Mosher and Adam Kaplan. Mondays from 6 to 8.
There's a lot of questions about this team. There's a lot of questions about this head coach. And the biggest question that I have at the moment is, through 5 games, and we say this, it was just week 1, just week 2. Well, now we're through 5 games. I don't have a clear picture of what Nick Sirianni's objective is as an offensive play caller.
Inside the Birds is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
Hey, this is Anthony Gargano. DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is bringing back their can't-miss offer. All new users can place a $1 bet on any team during week 2. That team wins, you win $100. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code FANATIC when you sign up. That's code FANATIC only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The sound of you doing is music to our ears. Order on the Home Depot app and get same-day delivery. So you don't have to stop doing when you need something. The Home Depot app. How doers get more done.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? So your wipers are streaking? It might be time for a new set. We've got a great deal to help you get the job done and get ready for that rainy fall weather. Right now, you can get a $15 AutoZone gift card when you buy 2 Bosch Envision wiper blades. And we've even got more ways to shop. Just order online with our free same-day store pickup or next-day delivery.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Start your job today at AutoZone.com. Restrictions apply.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like the world is throwing everything it has at you. And to succeed, you need someone to guide you through. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the tech advice to help you navigate whatever challenges you're up against and get you safely to where you want to be. For advice on solutions like XPS 13 laptops powered by Intel Evo platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL.
Stone Temple Pilots, the return. The legacy continues.
Saturday, November 6th at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City, with special guest Tyler Bryant and The Shakedown. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Stone Temple Pilots, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City.
Exam 4 needs to be sanitized.
Mersana's MRI clinic isn't operating at max efficiency. She needs a new certified tech certifiably now.
Someone's waiting in room 2 for an ACL scan. Can you handle that?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Marcus by Goldman Sachs offers personal loans with no fees, ever. Banks offer coffee. So, what's more important? A Marcus by Goldman Sachs loan with no fees that could help consolidate debt, or bank coffee that tastes like bank coffee. You can money. Visit Marcus.com to learn more about saving, borrowing, and investing from Marcus by Goldman Sachs.
Investing involves risk and investments may lose value. Brokerage and investment advisory services by Goldman Sachs & Company, LLC. Member FINRA SIPC. Lending and deposits products provided by Goldman Sachs Bank USA. Member FDIC.
When it comes to retirement, there's no such thing as being too prepared. At Citadel Credit Union, we understand. Our local advisors will partner with you to plan for retirement today, so you can build strength for tomorrow. Schedule a complimentary checkup. Call 844-499-0430 or visit citadelbanking.com/retire. Citadel, building strength together. Investments offered through QSO Financial Services LP, member FINRA SIPC, are not NCUA insured, not credit union guaranteed, and may lose value.
Big night tonight. You know, the Thursday night matchup right here in Philly against Tampa Bay. And FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge, is about to make it even bigger. FanDuel is giving new customers 30-1 odds on either team to win. End the week right by winning $150 on just a $5 bet. I told you before, I'm going to tell you again, here's who I like tonight. I kind of like Tampa, given the 7, 6.5. It's kind of going back and forth. I like that. I'm going to go with the over of 52.5 because I also like Jalen Hurts to throw over 285.5 and Tom Brady to go over the 295.5. Fun stuff there. FanDuel is sports betting made simple. Plus, when you win, you'll get paid in as little as 24 hours. Just sign up with promo code Bob this week, or not this week. How about today? Today, before Tampa takes on the Birds. You could win $150 on just a $5 bet. Remember, use promo code Bob so they know I sent you. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. New users only. $10 first deposit required. Must wager in designated offer market. Max bonus $150. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
You think Jamie has some really crazy opinions? Don't worry. We do too.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
It's the John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. A game day, which means you hang out with Cuz after us. And you roll into Mikey Miss. Then you have the pregame show coming your way tonight, later on. It's going to be a great, great game day. Tomorrow we celebrate a big Eagles victory. Hopefully.
Oh, John.
A big Eagles victory tomorrow at Center Ice with the Flyers on Flyers opener. Which is great. It's exciting. I'm very, very excited for it.
If they win tonight, I will get a running start and try to dive on my stomach and slide the length of the ice.
And in the idea of compassion and everything like that, tomorrow maybe I finally forgive May 11th, 1988.
Yeah,
the day I was dismissed. I will.
Everybody gets fired, John.
I will maybe be able to bury the hatchet tomorrow. Maybe right at Center Ice.
I'm sure the Flyers are upset about it still.
Let's get to game time.
It's 8:30 a.m. on Thursday, which means game time.
Yes.
Today we're playing real Flyers player or movie hockey player. Now, here's your MC, the man who can stink up a hockey bag better than anyone else in the entire world, Pat Egan.
It's accurate, but
wow, that was a little hostile.
Yeah, a below the belt shot for sure. Yes, real hockey player or Flyer.
Yes.
Hockey player. So this is the way this game's going to work, and you can get involved at 610-632-0975. I am going to give either John or Bob a hockey name. They have to tell me if it's a real hockey player who played for the Flyers or if it's just somebody from a movie, okay? You're going to get a chance as the caller to say if you think that the guys will be able to correctly guess the real hockey player or the fake one.
I love this. I love this game.
Prizes we have today are a case of Bud Light. We have a $75 Visa gift card.
Ooh.
A pair of run of engagement passes to go see No Time to Die, The Matrix on digital. So we have some really good stuff to give away.
Nice.
610-632-0975 if you want to get in. Let's kick it off with Steve in Atlantic City. Steve, you ready to play real flyer or fake flyer?
Yes.
Hi, Stevie.
All right, so Steve, you are going to start off with John Kincade. I'm going to give him the name, and then I'm going to ask you, Steve, if you think John will get the name right, okay? The name that I'm going to give John is Guy Germain. Do you think John is going to correctly guess if he was real or fake?
Yes.
All right, so John, was Guy Germain a real flyer or a fake movie guy?
It's a fake movie hockey player.
Let's find out.
That is a movie hockey player.
Yeah.
I believe.
Good job,
I
Steve.
believe Guy Germain was from Youngblood.
No.
No?
He was from the Mighty Ducks. He
Mighty
had a thing with
Ducks.
Connie. Great character in the movie. But, Steve, you were going to end up winning a pair of run of engagement passes to go see No Time to Die in theaters now.
By the way, everyone loving that movie.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good.
3 hours, though, Pat. You told 2 hours. You told me.
No, I said 2 hours and 45 minutes.
I mean,
check the tape yesterday.
It's
I said 2:45.
unbelievable.
Let's go to Brian on the cell.
Hi, Brian.
Brian, you ready to play real or fake? You're going to be playing with Bob Cooney. All right, so Bob, the name that I will give you is Darren Rumble. All right, Brian, do you think Bob is going to get this name, Darren Rumble?
I do.
Okay, Bob, can you tell me? Is it a real flyer or was it a movie character?
That is a real flyer.
Let's find out.
That is a real Flyers player.
Of course it is.
Of course
All right,
it is.
Bobby Pucks. He knows that
One
Darren.
of the greatest names.
He
ever.
knows that
Number 25.
Darren Rumble played 10 games in 1996. He's aware.
25.
Number 25.
I didn't think he was 25.
I don't know what number
I'm
he
just
was,
kidding.
but what I do know is that Brian is going to end up winning a case of Bud Light. Join me for Bud Light Saturday Game Night Series this Saturday from 7 to 9 at Ryan's Pub, Main Street in Manayunk. I'll have your chance to win a Greg Ward signed helmet, courtesy of Bud Light, and a trip for two to the January 2nd game in Washington. Folks, that could actually be a win.
That's awesome.
Yeah, plus you could enjoy $3 Bud Light bottles and $4 Bud Light seltzer. So good time, and you win a case of Bud Light. Let's go to Chris in Marlton next. Chris, you're going to be playing with John. Are you ready to play real or fake?
All set, fellas.
All right, John, tell me. Was Terry Hall real or fake? Wait, Chris, do you think you'll get this right? Terry Hall.
Yeah, in John I trust.
All right, John, real or fake?
Real.
Let's find out.
That is a movie hockey player.
You failed.
Oh, man.
Chris, I am
failed.
sorry,
And
dude.
you failed Chris.
Chris, I am sorry.
Terry Hall was in the Mighty Ducks.
Also a Mighty Ducks person.
I'll get off the Mighty Ducks coming forward.
Wow.
Coming up, but yeah, he was on the Mighty Ducks. Let's go to, and by the way, if you want to get involved, 610-632.
Sorry, I let him down.
You did. 610-632-0975. Let's go to Chris in Newtown. Or no, I'm sorry, Matt. Matt in Allentown. Matt, you'll be playing with Bob. All right. The name that I'm going to give Bob is Xavier Laflemme. Do you think Bob is going to get Xavier Laflemme correct, Matt?
I'm sorry, Bob. I don't think you got it.
That's okay. You don't have faith. Bob, Xavier Laflemme. Real or fake?
Xavier Laflemme is a fake flyer name.
All right, let's find out.
That is a movie hockey player.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, Matt, you lose. You thought Bob wouldn't get it. He nailed it. Xavier Laflemme is one of the main characters in the amazing movie Goon. Hilarious.
Goon
You
movie.
haven't seen it? Yeah, Goon is great. But Xavier Laflemme is the flashy player.
You're not underselling that movie for the amount of people who've seen it. That is
it's hilarious.
It is a hilarious movie.
Let's go to Chris in Newtown. Chris, you're going to be playing with John. The name that I will give John is Rob Zepp. Chris, do you think John is going to get this correct?
John will get it right.
All right, John, Rob Zepp, real or fake?
Real.
Let's find out.
That is a real Flyers player.
Of course it is. Who doesn't remember the
I
Zeppelin?
don't remember Rob
Zepp, of course. played 10 games in 2015. He was one of the Flyers goalies that year.
But he played with another team too, I believe.
I think I don't want to say Carolina, but he was a journeyman guy.
No, I was going to say Carolina.
Was it Carolina? I think he's still bouncing around.
What do we have for Chris from Newtown?
Chris is going to actually win the $75 Visa gift card from us.
That's a good one, Chris.
Go, Chris.
So you can thank Rob Zepp for that, Chris, and obviously John. Let's go to Justin and Cherry Hill. Justin, you'll be playing with Bob. The name that I'm going to give Bob is John Beebe. All right, so Chris, do you think Bob is going to get this right?
Yeah, let's go, Bob.
Bob.
Boy, Justin.
John Beebe, real or fake?
That's a fake one.
Let's find out.
That is a movie hockey player.
Yeah, baby.
I'll tell you what. The
Way
two
to be,
things that Bob
Justin.
Cooney knows, hockey and movies.
Yep.
What does Justin win?
Undefeated.
Justin is going to end up winning the Matrix on digital, plug back into one of the most successful film franchise histories of all time. Own the Matrix now on 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and digital.
I want to see that now that I finally got off my wallet and got the big TV. That's one, even with the bad acting.
Yeah, and the fourth one's coming out. Obviously, John Beebe, by the way, Mystery Alaska was the movie for him. Let's keep it rolling to Andrew in Northern Liberties. Andrew, you'll be playing with John. The name that I'm going to give John is Ned Braden. Do you think John is going to get this right? Ned Braden.
Oh, yeah, John's got this.
All right, John, real or fake? Ned Braden.
Fake.
That is a movie hockey player.
John, can you tell me what movie it's from?
I believe that's Youngblood.
No.
No?
It's not Youngblood. Slapshot.
Wait a minute. Who's Ned Braden?
Ned was the one
Slapshot?
that went naked.
Yeah.
He's the one who
Braden
stripped
was the one who
off
took
at
it
the
way
end.
too serious.
Okay.
That's
Andrew
what it says in the yearbook, Bob.
Ned Braden.
Yeah, Andrew's going to end up winning a case of Bud Light. Join me for Bud Light Saturday Night Game Night Series this Saturday from 7 to 9 at Ryan's Pub in Manayunk.
Slapshot's a must. Let's go with a couple more.
Okay, let's go to Brandon and Marlton. Brandon, you're going to be playing with Bob. The name that I'm going to give Bob is Derek Sutton. Do you think Bob is going to get this right, Brandon?
Yeah, Bob should get this right.
Derek Sutton.
That's fake.
Let's find out.
That is a movie hockey player.
Yeah, baby. Way to go, Brandon.
Brandon's a winner. Bob, do you know what movie it's from?
I'll let John answer.
John?
No, I'm not guessing Youngblood.
It was Youngblood.
Oh, jeez. Stop it.
Brandon, you're going to also win a case of Bud Light. Join me this Saturday from 7 to 9 at Ryan's Pub.
All I remember is Peter Zezel talking constantly about the filming of Youngblood.
It wasn't a great movie.
No, it's a terrible movie.
Let's go to Jason in Philly.
We're down at the end here.
Yep, let's go to Jason in Philly. Jason, you're going to be playing with John. The name that I'm going to give John is Ben Eager. Do you think that John is going to get this right?
I don't think John can miss it.
Okay. John, Ben Eager, real or fake?
Real.
That is a real Flyers player.
One of the easier names I gave.
That's
Ben Eager played 3 years for the Flyers, 111 games, 19 points, but they were all really nice
It sounds
points.
fake, though.
It does. That's why.
But what did we get for Jason and Philly for that one?
Jason is going to end up winning the Matrix digital, plug back into one of the most successful film franchises of all time. Own the Matrix now on 4K Ultra HD
Good job,
Blu-ray
Jason.
digital.
All right, last
Jason
one.
and wins that. And then finally, we're going to go to Mike in Southampton to close it out. Mike, you're going to be playing with Bob Cooney. Bob, the name that I'm going to give you is Patrick Brown. Okay, now,
Patty?
Mike, do you think Bob is going to get this right? Patrick Brown?
I got to trust in Bob. He's got them all right.
He has.
Bob's
Bob,
been perfect.
don't let him down. Real or fake?
I remember a Dave Brown, but I do not remember a Patrick Brown for the Philadelphia Flyers, so I call it fake.
Let's find out.
That is a real Flyers player.
Whoa.
Not only is Patrick Brown real, Patrick Brown is currently on the team.
He's currently on the team. He's on the run.
I thought we were only doing pass.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Oh,
Do you know hockey?
When you said, oh, my God.
I remember Dave, but not a Patrick.
No,
Yep.
Yeah.
Dave Brown's still scouting?
I don't know.
I used to
Knows.
see Dave scouting around for back in the day. Dave Brown.
I thought Patrick got cut.
Let me throw out the other names real quick to you guys to see if you get them. Okay. Doug Glatt, real or fake?
Fake.
Bob?
Fake, yeah.
Yeah, that's fake. That's from Goon. And then finally, Boyd Kane, real or fake?
Boyd Kane.
Real.
I think there was a Boyd Kane.
There was 7 games in 2003. And then the last one, Yuri Laterra.
Real.
Fake.
No, that's real. Not only was he real, he was terrible, and he became a drug kingpin in like Sweden and got arrested. And
yes.
He's doing time
He's
over
an
there.
international criminal.
Yeah, he was a huge kingpin there.
And
Bobby.
you know what? You know how, though? I knew because the boss pulled his name out of nowhere yesterday.
Yeah.
Chuck D'Amico has a weird
Oh, shoot. That's right. I
nature
do remember now.
for like odd Flyers trivia.
He loves.
He's obsessed with
So, and he told me this because I asked him about it, and he said, I love former Flyers turned drug kingpins.
Yeah, he thought
he's got a soft spot in his heart for those guys.
We were going to do that as the game, but it would have been like there only been like 5 or 6 of them.
Well, and I think it's important, obviously, to have life after hockey and know what you're going to do post-career. And this guy tried to set himself up for success by becoming Tony Montana.
We are going to go. Pat and I will be going. Heavy Chevy's going to go see the Vegas Golden Knights when we're out there.
Nice.
In Las Vegas. I said that is the greatest game night experience I've ever seen any sports team in professional sports put out there. It is unbelievable the show that they put on. Hey, in Cooney's Corner, Bob says, wow. What?
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Wow.
That's one of my trademarks, the wow.
I like that, the wow.
Yeah.
Bob delivers the wow.
So if we are sitting at center ice tomorrow morning.
And we will be sitting at center ice tomorrow morning.
And we are talking about an Eagles win.
I love this idea.
What is the thing that we're going to be saying, wow, I can't believe the Eagles did that last night in order to help them win? Now, it kind of has to be realistic. Like, I'm not going to say, wow, the Eagles had 27 interceptions last night. Realistically, what is something that you think we could say, wow, I can't believe the Eagles actually did that and won the game last night? Because I have something in my mind.
Wow. I can't believe Miles Sanders had his 100-yard game of combined yards with a rushing and a pass reception touchdown. That would be my wow moment. That's
pretty good.
Is that we have a 100-yard game with a pass reception touchdown and a rushing touchdown.
Pat, what do you got?
I have to think about it.
A wow.
I'll give you mine if you want to think.
A wow moment.
And you got to keep in mind, I'm thinking of a wow moment for me when I predicted a 3-touchdown loss.
No, but he's saying we're coming in after a win.
Yeah, that's why it's tough for me to think about coming after a win.
So mine is, wow, they intercepted Tom Brady and took it to the house.
Oh, I'd love that.
Because one of the things that I was thinking of, if they are going to stay in this game or maybe even win it, they have to get a couple of surprise, or at least one, surprise touchdowns.
Yes.
Now, a surprise touchdown, kickoff, or a punt return. That would surprise the hell out of me because we've seen nothing to say that they might get one of those. And a pick six off of a Tom Brady, that would be unbelievable to me. You know, I don't know, something crazy like a Miles Sanders 80-yard run, although we're waiting for it.
But it wouldn't be crazy because he has done that.
He has, but, you know, if you were to come in tomorrow and say he had an 80-yard touchdown run, I think you'd be a little surprised. So I'm looking for one of those surprise plays. The wow one would be a pick six off of Tom Brady.
Mine would be...
I would love that. That would make me so happy.
Not necessarily one play, but time of possession.
That they kept the ball away from Brady?
I'm not talking like winning the time of possession battle by a little, winning the time of possession battle by a lot, which would mean them running the football, long sustained drives, converting on third down. It's not necessarily one play. I know I'm kind of cheating here.
Are you talking about more efficiency of the offense?
Yeah, because I think keeping the ball out of Brady's hands, but also putting points on the board. Like you figure, if you have a 6-minute, 7-minute drive, it's ending in points. You got to figure at some point you're going to at least kick a field goal at minimum, right?
Correct.
But you also need to keep the ball out of Brady's hands because if you get in a shootout with Tom Brady, you're probably going to lose that battle.
Yeah, you think?
This offense
which makes sense of why Bob said, pick sixes and whatnot.
This offense has not been efficient this year. In fact, they have 3 more yards than Lamar Jackson.
Well, you asked about a wow moment. That's why I would say
I'm saying
wow.
it is. No, that would be a wow moment.
They actually controlled something?
But they have 3 more yards than Lamar Jackson has himself.
Yeah.
There'd be some wow moments. I so hope we have a wow moment tomorrow.
Yeah, I do.
I would love to have something wildly positive to be excited about tomorrow.
You know what would be nice, too? And I keep saying, I don't really care if they win because I don't. Just like this is a rebuilding year. But wow moment for me, even though you guys are looking for a wow moment in a win, but if Devontae Smith has the game, where you go
couple touchdowns
and 2 touchdowns over 100 yards and you go, okay, like we've seen spurts from him.
Yes,
there's no doubt in my mind he will be a player, but we haven't seen him truly go off. And to see him go off, kind of like Kadarius Toney did with the Giants before he punched a guy.
Yeah.
To see a game like that would go a long way for me.
I want to see a double move where he just puts a corner in a total spin cycle and is wide open and just catches it and strolls in for a touchdown. I would love that. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Speak it into existence, Bob.
I do. Speak it in.
I'm here for you.
But we will review with you after the top of the hour how we see the game going. We shared it earlier on in the show.
Jamie was supposed to call up.
He's going to call
at 9, and give it, but he might be sleeping.
You think he fell asleep?
I couldn't blame him if he did.
Okay, you never know. Yeah. Hopefully he will give us his pick because we got to get it on the record.
If not, we'll get Paige on the line.
Yeah, Paige is smarter already. There's something about this though that a guy asked me, and he asked me a really smart point here, Michael on email, saying, "Why are you confident that the next 5 games of Nick Sirianni are going to be so much better when you are one of his most vocal critics?" I'm just trying to get it straight. I don't believe it could be worse, is how I answered him. And that's the answer I had for him. I don't believe it could be worse. I don't see any way in games 6 through 10 of his career that he could ever have as bad a plan. And I don't know if he's going to like that answer. That's what I sent him. But that was my answer. He goes, how can you just assume game 6 through 10 when you've been one of his most vocal critics? I know the man is not an idiot. I know the man has football acumen. He wouldn't have gotten the job if he didn't have something that people believe in the guy league-wide. They did their research. They did their homework. I just think he's off to a bad start. So, yes, I think game 6 through 10 will be better than 1 through 5. If it isn't, at that point, I'm going to be saying, what the hell's going on? But he's trying to figure out my thought process.
Well, you said it before. He's learning 2 jobs at once.
And I hate that.
And he's learning as he goes. You're right. He's set the bar super low. Like his game plans are that of me playing Madden.
They really aren't
throwing
good.
50 times, running 4 because that's not fun, and doing the same play over and over again. And
it's not fun.
You got to figure conventional wisdom will get to him eventually, and he'll switch it up.
Guy sent me a thing that was being talked about on one of the podcast networks about predictability index, where predictability of calls, where guys predict, is the next play going to be a run or a pass? Next play going to be a run or a pass?
Yeah.
And they play along, and they actually, some people even bet on it. And the Eagles on the predictability index are the worst in the NFL. That they're the easiest that for somebody to say.
I would have predicted that.
To go run or pass. Yeah, I know what they're going to do. I know what he's going to do.
Yeah, and you know what? The sour thing of that really is it was like that at the end of Andy Reid's tenure, and it got like that at the end of Doug Peterson's tenure.
It did.
And now it's starting that with the Nick Sirianni tenure. That's why tonight I think they have to switch it up and go quick, real runs from under center to get Tampa thinking, and then look to switch it up with the.
What if you don't find success with that, though?
Yeah,
does it short circuit you?
Well, and one thing that I'm going to be looking for is when they do play action fake, is the defense actually biting on it? Because I got to be honest, if I'm the defense, I'm not. Why would you? They don't run the ball.
No, they don't run the ball.
So, I mean, even if you get burned on one 10-yard run, you know that they're going to abandon the run for the next 15 plays. So every time that they go read option or they do a play action, I'm going to be looking to see if the defense is actually biting on any of these.
My guess is that what we're going to see, remember that Quez play that they went to 2 or 3 times against Atlanta?
Yeah.
Just watching the short games against Tampa, teams have done that little quick pass on the outside, almost like you'd be throwing it to a running back, but you're throwing it to a wide receiver right at the line of scrimmage, and then they move along the sideline and get out. That has been successful against Tampa this year. So I see that play being brought out of the dust of the playbook.
All right, but I'm for it.
Again, I don't think the man's an idiot. I'm not trying to I don't think he's an idiot. I just think that it hasn't been good.
And look, your next 5 opponents don't match up to your first 5.
Correct. So it's going to improve.
It's easier to coach against bad teams too. Yeah.
Check out our friends at Business Roundtable. Want to share a thought with you. It's their thought. More expensive gas and groceries. Some in Congress are pushing tax hikes on business with government spending that'll make inflation worse. Congress, protect hardworking Americans. So that's what Business Roundtable wants you to know. We've got lots coming up in the final hour. We'll review our predictions and tell you exactly how we think the game is going to end. We have 3 wildly different views on it. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic.
Hey guys, it's Connor Thomas from the John Kincade Show. And what are some things you think about when I say the word fast? Maybe a lightning bolt, a cheetah, a race car. But poker? Well, not normally, but hang on 1 second. There's Fast Poker available now. So let's deal you in fast, PA, with Blast Poker on the World Series of Poker Real Money mobile app by Harris Philadelphia. You can put your skills to the test any time of the day with these Super Turbo Texas Hold'em tournaments, where you could win your share of up to $300,000. Just download the app or head to WSOP.com and get $50 of free play on deposit using promo code DIAMOND. Terms and conditions apply. Must be 21 or over and in PA to gamble. No one to stop before you start. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
They're like the family from hell on acid that's on steroids.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
PropSwap has the best odds in the country on futures, props, and parlays, and now is the best time to get involved while the odds are sky high. Got a good hunch on who's going to win the MVP, who's going to win the championship? You can find the best odds in America only found on PropSwap. So don't miss out on a money-making opportunity by heading to PropSwap.com or downloading the free PropSwap app. Last year, 2 different PropSwappers made $100,000 just simply sitting in their house and buying and selling tickets on PropSwap. So join in on the fun today and start PropSwapping your sports bets. Go to PropSwap.com and start making money right away on your futures bets.
What day is it?
It's a good day to save at Wawa. Get 15 cents off per gallon when you use the Wawa app to fuel up, now through October. Just pull in and pull up the app, enter your pump number, and pay. You're ready to start fueling and start saving.
We're going to Wawa right now. Oh, and don't forget your phone.
So tap the app and save 15 cents off per gallon at Wawa. Available now through October.
You're still talking? Let's go.
Gotta have a Wawa. Before your morning gives you this.
Ready for that 7:30 meeting?
Give your morning the morning it deserves at Wawa. From savory sizzlies to fresh baked goods to handcrafted coffee or espresso beverages, Wawa has the combination of things to make your morning go smoothly, no matter what combination of things your morning throws at you. Maple Harvest handcrafted beverages are back. Or try the new Ice Spice Caramel Oat Milk Latte. Good mornings start at Wawa.
Why has the Ford F-Series been the best-selling truck for 44 straight years? Because year after year, F-150 continues to be tough to its core. From its military-grade aluminum alloy body to its high-strength steel frame, F-150 is one tough truck. And with its towing and payload capacity and its class-exclusive Pro-Power onboard generator, F-150 is up for any job. Check it out at buyfordnow.com and get to your local Ford store. Best-selling claim based on 1977 to 2020 calendar year total sales.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
We've all had that dream. Tie game, bottom of the ninth. Bases loaded. Well, on FanDuel Sportsbook, you get more than one shot to swing for the fences because FanDuel is letting you place your first bet risk-free. That's right. New users get up to $1,000 back in-site credit if your first bet doesn't win. There's a reason FanDuel Sportsbook is the top-ranked sportsbook app on Apple and Google Play. The app is simple to use. They've got great offers on all different betting markets, unique fun bet types like same-game parlay, and always-on promotions to let you get more action out of every game day. And when you win, FanDuel will pay your winnings in as little as 24 hours. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code PLAY to get in on the action. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code PLAY. 21 plus and present in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. First online real money wager only for risk-free bet. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Restrictions apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Pro football season's here, and pro roofers save valuable time with Beacon Pro Plus. Beacon Pro Plus works 24/7 for material ordering, order history, and automated promotion tracking, so you can get your favorite GAF roofing products even when working remotely. And now, order on Beacon Pro Plus and get a $175 gift card and a chance for a VIP pro football getaway. Gear up and raise your game with Beacon Pro Plus today. Build, score, and win at BECN.com.
Okay, my shipments have to get to customers on time and looking good.
It's possible with Staples Connect. Staples Connect has small business shipping covered with premium shipping supplies and UPS shipping services. And now, buy two, get one free on select shipping supplies like Bubble Roll and premium shipping boxes. Plus, get 20% off UPS Express shipping services. Explore what's new at your local Staples store or staplesconnect.com. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. Ends 10/30. Visit staplesconnect.com/shipping for details.
Philadelphia's hometown sportsbook. Bet Rivers is the official sports betting partner of the Philadelphia Flyers. All season long, make your hockey bets with a trusted local team at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Get started today with a special offer. Use the code 250MATCH to get up to $250 in bonus money on your first deposit. Whether you watch the Flyers game at home or at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook at Rivers Casino Philadelphia, bet with a winner at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a speed bump. Did you hear what I said? I'm a speed bump. And if you have cut rate car insurance, the cost to reattach your muffler could really be a bump in the road. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Now is the best time to start working at Amazon. They are offering sign-on bonuses up to $3,000 and hourly pay up to $22 per hour. You'll bring home a great weekly paycheck, and many jobs come with benefits that start on your first day. That's higher pay, sign-on bonuses, benefits day one. And you'll be part of a safe and inclusive workplace ranked among the best in the world. Go to amazon.com/apply to start your job search today. Amazon is proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
You may not officially be one of my endless cousins, but I do consider you part of our family.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
The 9 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show is brought to you by the Bagster. The dumpster in a bag. It's a great product. Get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's. And for details, go to Bagster.com. It is a game day Thursday. You have an Eagles game tonight. So all the routines of an Eagles game that people do when they watch them at home. Tonight will be my first Eagles game that I will watch at home. I've been at the first two, but I don't want to spend 2 hours getting out of that damn parking lot and getting home at 1 in the morning or whatever and getting no sleep. So I will watch from home tonight. So all the rituals you have to watch it on television, do they do the same on a Thursday night? Do people put out the food the same way? Do they spend the time putting together, like Betty was big with the crock pot.
The idea is the same, but probably the production is not the same. I don't think you're having snacks and stuff in the first half and then a meal at halftime because you're talking, 10 o'clock, 10:15 halftime? So, no, but the tailgate should be as good. There's no reason not to tailgate.
Well, if you're going down to the game and you're tailgating.
You can tailgate at home. You can tailgate in your bathroom.
So the tailgate will be just as good?
You can tailgate anywhere. Sure.
The best is when Betty would have the Italian. She'd put her sauce and her meatball and sausage, hot sausage meatballs in the crock pot, and you would smell it going. And then at halftime, she'd have the Kaiser rolls like cut in half. And you just go out and you make yourself a sandwich. Get that at halftime. That was the best.
Can't beat that.
The smell.
The best.
Oh, the best, Jerry, the best. Hey, as we start this hour, just a note to you that we like to tell you at the beginning of the show. We don't make you wait till the end of shows. I've never understood this in sports radio. People do things their own way. We're going to wait, and we're going to tell you at the end of the show what we think's going to happen. Now, we'd rather tell you in the beginning of the show, which is what we do on any game day. We tell you exactly off the top, and then you have a chance to interact with us, and we can actually discuss with you why we think things are going the way they are. I'm expecting a great game tonight. I'm expecting great theater. I'm not going to be shocked if the Eagles have the lead multiple times. I believe Nick Sirianni will have a great night calling plays. I find it hard to believe they will outduel Tom Brady on this stage at this time. But I am a believer that our Friday morning show will be more joyous and exciting by the way we saw the Eagles play against the Buccaneers on this Thursday night game. But I'm calling for a Tampa 31-27 victory over the Eagles. Bob goes a little different, and Pat goes a little different. Bob?
Yeah, I'm not going to say the Eagles aren't going to be in it for some part of the game. I think they might be. I think it'll be interesting for a little bit. But the word I used earlier was controlling. I think Tampa Bay will control this game. I don't think there will, throughout when the game gets serious, late second quarter, most of the second half, I think Tampa will have their stamp on this game, and the result really won't be in question. So I have it 31-17 Tampa Bay.
But never in doubt.
No, I think they're going to like a controlled win, yeah.
Controlled type of win.
Yeah.
Pat goes a little bit more blunt.
Mush. Yeah, I feel like I'm a broken record.
You're like blunt force trauma with this one. Yeah, but you haven't been exactly wrong.
I was wrong last week.
You were wrong last week. I mean, in the loss.
You know, we all can't be perfect.
But it was a terrible game.
This team, it was an ugly game.
It was a terrible game.
And I don't think necessarily this is going to be ugly in that way. Like, last week was bad because both teams couldn't get anything going. This week, I think one of the teams is really going to get something going, and that's the Tampa Bay Bucks. I have them losing 45-24. I think the offense will muster some points and get in the end zone a few times, but I think it's going to end up being a shootout. I think everything that we laid out to the roads, the path to victory is not going to happen, and I think Tom Brady's just going to light them up and put it on them.
You know what?
Pat, I wish I could tell you I thought you were wrong as far as, because I do think you're wrong. But there's not a lot of data on my side to say why should Pat not feel that way, because it's sort of they've made Pat, they've hurt Pat.
Yeah, they've done this to me.
They did this to him.
I'm a broken man,
and I don't know why. And it's one of the things is people are like, well, why would you be predicting that you think Sirianni's going to get it figured out tonight against Tampa Bay? I'm not saying this disrespectfully because Bruce Arians is a fantastic coach. Former Temple coach, too. But I don't think Bruce Arians is somebody you can't win a chess match with.
No,
I don't think he's ever been considered, wow, he is the brightest mind in the game, anything like that.
No, I agree with you, but when you put an opponent, if you're talking about coaching chess matches, and it's Nick Sirianni, I'll certainly take Bruce Arians every day, right?
Well, really, it's Bruce Arians. I believe it's Bruce Arians versus Jonathan Gannon. And I think it's Nick Sirianni versus Todd Bowles.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Look who's on the line, Jamie Lynch.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I'd taken my daughter to school today. I thought drop-off was 9:30. It was 9. So
See?
sorry for my tardiness.
Kind of father
Don't
you.
be tardy.
Yeah.
Did
and then I forgot a mask, too. I had to double pack.
Oh,
my
no.
God.
It's a mess.
You are a mess.
Yeah, that's what no sleep does.
Jeez. How is Skylar liking another update on being big sister?
She's loving it. She's been really cool.
Well, then that's awesome. That's the most important
it
news
melts
of
your
all.
heart.
All right, all three of us have picked the Eagles to lose. I say 31-27. Bob says 31-17. And Pat goes 45-24, which, by the way, is a huge over. You?
Yeah, I'm not too far off. I actually think the Eagles are going to cover this. I think if it goes off at 6.5, I think that's an Eagles line. It's kind of fluctuating between 6.5 and 7 here, going back and forth. I think if it goes off at 6.5, the Eagles cover. But I have the Bucks winning 34-28.
Wow, so then you're sort of where I'm at. You think this is going to be a great game tonight?
I think it's going to be a game, yeah. Again, I'm just going to go back to what I've relied on so far this season. The defense will look very good against mediocre quarterbacks, and it'll look very vulnerable versus great quarterbacks. And unfortunately, they have the greatest of all time coming in their building tonight. So I think that's going to give Tampa Bay the edge, but I do think the Eagles are going to compete.
Truth and Wisdom wants you to chime in, though, Jamie, and tell us, the hell with the points. How many yards will the Eagles have? He knows you love the yards. He broke up on us.
He put his mask on.
He put his mask on a thing. Jamie Lynch, 34-28.
He's probably going to make another kid now.
34-28. No, he has to wait, Pat.
For what?
I don't know how this thing works. How's it work?
You have to wait.
I never wait for what? I just wait till she got home from the hospital.
You just go to the laboratory and
go.
Just go to the lab.
Time to roll.
Oh my God.
That's how it
I
works.
had 4 kids in 3.5 years. John and I waited.
You seriously were. Yeah,
Come on now.
You were all over it.
What's the matter with you? Jeez.
The Fanatic the Fanatic pregame show tonight at 6:00 will be at the Gatehouse in the Navy Yard. Devon, Derek Gunn, and special guest, the Tunis. All are welcome to stop by and say hi. I thought it was interesting last week when Anthony said he invented the Tunis.
Is that what he said? He invented the Tunis?
He said, I invented that. To the Tunis. He goes, you were just he said, you were just some like no name. Nobody knew who you were around here. And then you became the Tunis. I named you the Tunis. And he invented.
He's got a point.
He invented the Tunis.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony's quite an inventor. Thomas Edison.
Tesla. Yeah, Anthony.
And then you get Anthony Gargano.
I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that.
Invented the Tunis. I think the Tunis may. Yeah, Iggy may.
Are you serious?
I think I am. Hey,
keep on scratching.
That's when he invented the scratch and sniff.
He did?
The stickers, the scratch and sniff stickers that were all popular in the 90s.
Keep on scratching.
That's what that was about. Now, you know what? You just set off Siri.
That's not
something you didn't know. But something you said set off Siri.
Me?
Because I wasn't talking when it went off. Something you said set off Siri.
Is there a corner or a pin we can do right now?
Hey.
Can we move on?
Safe Auto offers Pennsylvania state minimum car insurance for less than 70 cents a day. Visit safeauto.com or call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO. Play it safe, Safe Auto. So I got an announcement to make for us. We are thrilled to announce that when you are in Vegas, if you would love to come and hang out with us and be part of a live audience, get a chance to hang, we will be at the Mandalay Bay Resort Sportsbook. They have a fully functioning large radio studio. We will be doing our show live from Las Vegas Friday the 22nd and Monday the 25th. Live from the Mandalay Bay Resort Sportsbook. They have a beautiful studio. You'll be able to come out. We'll come out, interact with you during the breaks, hang out, and have some fun. It is a 3 a.m. show, Vegas time, which is a highly interesting experiment in human interaction. Us being able to do our show at 3 a.m. The game plan being, do you sleep before or do you sleep after? How does that all work? Hopefully, Bob, you're not sleeping during. That would not work well. So 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. Las Vegas time. So whether you're just rolling in from a night out in the town or you're heading out for some early morning blackjack, there'll be no judgments on our part. You can join us at the Mandalay Bay Resort Sportsbook, and that's where our party will be. Our pregame party is there at the Daytime Beach Club.
That should be fun.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Beautiful time.
I'm looking forward to.
Now,
the beach club party?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really nice.
You know what you do at the beach, Bobby? Take your pants off.
No, you don't.
You really don't.
Then you get sand in it. Yeah.
No, because then it gets in the crevices.
Take your pants off.
You don't do that. Don't do that at the Mandalay Bay. They will not. They will frown on that.
I'll frown on it.
The listener's never going to know because what happens in Vegas, we've been through this. It stays in Vegas.
All right, here's what I'm doing. So I go into our fearless sales leader, Jamie Frankel's office, and I say, Jamie, I need gifts. I need gifts to give away, gift cards, things like that from our customers that we can give away to the people who would be brave enough to come out at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning to watch the John Kincade Show while we're in Vegas. So we will have gifts to give away, too. We will have swag to be able to throw your way. And what we're trying to do is plan something. We'll announce it on Monday. But do you think, Pat, anybody could sit through 8 hours that wasn't being paid to? Could sit there from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. 2 mornings?
And pay attention, or are we talking?
No, they just have to be there. They got to be there from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m.
I'm sure they could.
Okay, they could win. I'm talking fabulous prize pack.
Yeah, we're talking like.
But if you drop out at like 5 in the morning and you leave and you say I'm out, then you're out.
Like Coach just found a case of Zima.
Really? What's that from?
Well,
is that from like the original Fan Fest?
We're not getting into the expiration date.
No, smart. I have it in the refrigerator now.
Yeah, you need an emergency stash just in case.
Do you have
the
any
apocalypse
Bartles and James in there?
What? Zima's delicious.
Thank you for your support.
It is nice. Bob probably, did you enjoy a Bartles and James back in the day, Bob?
No, I've never wavered. I've just always been a beer guy.
I couldn't imagine wine coolers with Bob wouldn't have gone over as well.
No, I don't think it would have gone over as well.
I wouldn't
either.
think that would be. I think
it's big with the divorcees.
I think his boys would have beaten him up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wine coolers with Bob would have gotten you beaten up.
Oh yeah, no question. Yeah, the wine coolers wouldn't have worked. The Zimas wouldn't have worked. No, it's only beers.
So there it is.
Bob Cooney and beers are synonymous.
So if you are in Vegas, and we're not just talking about our Philly Sports Trips family, who will be coming out with us on the private jet, coming out with us for our Welcome to Vegas party on Friday night, coming out with us for the John Durenboss Magic Show. All of you, if you want to come out, we'll be there at the Mandalay Bay Sportsbook. So come on by, hang out with us. It's 3 in the morning. You can still have some fun. So we look forward to having you there. And it's time for something that we're calling it this week, Bob Betting and Barkowitz. How about that? We go to the line.
Love it. Eddie B, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, fellas?
How you doing, Ed?
Everything is
Eddie
good
will
here.
be there. Will he be up at 3 in the morning, or will he say, Bob, I'll catch you later?
Well, the key is, will I have last night's clothes on or today's clothes on? That's always the issue with 3 o'clock at Vegas.
Well, yeah, you should have last night's clothes on, I would think. You're rolling into our show.
It's like mornings in Vegas sometimes are like walking like through a cemetery, and people are just coming home and with regret. And,
the walk of shame is huge in the lobbies. You can definitely do that. Eddie Barkowitz joins us on the Comcast Business Hotline. Every day in business is a big day. Let Comcast Business keep you ready for what's next.
And Eddie, I want to ask you, big game tonight, as we all know. Everybody's getting set for this Eagles-Tampa Bay game. You had some great stuff that we talked about a little bit about Tom Brady and Thursday nights, and I just wanted to see if you could share that with the people for a little bit here now. It might help them out.
Tom Brady on Thursdays. This counts Thanksgivings, but on Thursdays, 13-2 straight up.
Wow.
I know he played with some terrific teams, but one of the things, John, the sport. A Thursday game after a Sunday game, that is murder for these players. And to be 13-2 in that spot, again, it's straight up against the spread. He's 8-5-2, or his teams are. They're 1-1, I believe, this year. Actually, on Thursdays with the Buccaneers, they won in Week 1, but didn't cover against Dallas. But that was Week 1, and so there's money line issues there as it relates to this night. To tonight's game, I'm sorry. There's money line issues there to tonight's game that I talked to Tom Gable, who runs the Borgata Sportsbook, and he said that 80% of his action is on Tampa Bay. DraftKings said 91% of their action is on Tampa Bay, but they're expecting, at least Tom said he was expecting major money line and plays on the Eagles over the last night, tonight, today, and even tonight.
Ed, doesn't it tell you though when the public's that strong one way that you go the opposite?
Mostly there's fading the public, but some of that is sharp money because they opened at 6.5 and it moved to 7. So they're moving it in the Eagles' favor. And my guess would that be on some professional money.
Okay.
Eddie, you got any trends as far as this game goes, as far as Thursday night games?
Well, the home team is 0-5 against the spread on Thursday night. 2-3 straight up. Yeah, they haven't covered. I mean, Tampa won straight up. Seattle got bounced. But mostly the road team has been covering. And you fellas know that what a precious difference 7.5, 7, 7.5 can be. So if you like the Eagles, I would bet that sooner rather than later if it's 7, because it's probably not going to go up to 7.5, but it could come down to 6.5 if as my guy at Borgata was saying, if they get heavy money on the Eagles, it could come down to 6.5. So that is a number. Obviously, you want to keep an eye on.
Eddie, switching over to the NBA real quick. As the season gets closer and these Kyrie Irving situations and Ben Simmons situations and all that come into play, what's better to look at? Is it the numbers now, or should you wait on it? What do you think people should do with these situations that are going on?
Well, I mean, your best odds obviously are before the game starts. So if you have a real strong feeling on on Luka, let's say for MVP at 380, right around 4-1. That number's only going to go down if he has, if he has a strong start. With the Nets, that the last I checked, that number was still 56.5 for their win total over under. I know they did a lot of great things last year when they didn't have all three of those players together, but that 56.5 with or without Kyrie, that just seems like a distorted line. That number should have come down, what I would think would have come down. So I think that if you have feelings about the Sixers, Bobby, you guys touched on it earlier in the show about guys who could emerge and, are they moving on with or without Ben Simmons? I think that the Nets did everyone a favor by saying we are moving on without Kyrie until he's, vaccinated or approved to play. The Sixers seem to be a little bit more of a tenuous situation where maybe you do want to wait on that total.
Ed, you have given people something to think about today, though.
Well, that's what I do, John. Where do we get to Vegas?
I can't wait to Ed, because Bob has told me how much you love Vegas, and it's my happy place. That's my Disney World. I love Las Vegas.
Well, here's one more thing to think about. Who's up for ziplining on Fremont Street?
I've done that.
Yeah, I did it last time.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I'm good.
Bob doesn't want to zip line though. You can zip line on the Strip now.
Right back where the old where the link is, right?
It's right at the link. You can zip line there. I've done it at the old. I don't think I'm going to be making it down to Old Town this trip.
Yeah,
down to Tony Roma's place for ribs, which is when I don't think I'm going to be making that trip.
Yeah,
this time down.
But there's a lot of stuff. If we're headquartered at Planet Hollywood,
yes, we're right there.
For folks who haven't been out there, there is plenty to do within walking distance, including that zip line. The walk to the places is usually a lot quicker than the walk home for some reason.
It's going to be fun. Thanks, Ed.
All right, Eddie. Talk to you soon.
I love that. He gave me some bold numbers there.
No, he's got it all.
Oh, he lives this.
Oh, he does.
He lives it. He breathes it. He loves it.
Yeah, and like I said, when we do this, you're not going to get I like Carolina tonight getting sick. No, Eddie dives deep into a lot of things. And a couple other things he sent me real quick. Flyers are 30-1 odds for the Cup.
I wouldn't bet it.
No, I don't think I would either.
They're not winning the Cup.
Provorov 50-1 for the Norris Trophy.
No,
I might throw $5
but you know what though? But Pat,
Provy, come on.
Pat, couldn't you see him having a good start and then you can flip it on one of those? Flip it on one of those apps.
Complete bounce back year.
Yeah, so
I think you pair him with Ryan Ellis, but I don't think he's Norris level good.
But you could buy it at those odds.
That's a good point. You could put it on prop swap.
Correct. I'm just saying.
You see, you're playing chess.
I listened to Jamie.
I'm playing checkers.
You don't think I listen to Jamie? I'm listening to Jamie.
Well, it's not.
Sometimes
You basically told me you don't listen to Jamie.
As much as we want to mock Jamie for other.
Your words, not mine.
By the way, walking weather when we're in Vegas.
Walking weather? What does that mean?
82, 79, 76 for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunny. It's going to be awesome. That's perfect.
That's good because all the times I've been out in Las Vegas, the many days I spent there, I think the average temperature was 108 because I was always there in August.
As I told Heavy Chevy earlier, though, temperatures in the 50s at night. So even though it's beautiful and warm and it's the desert, it gets cold at night. So be prepared. We got a lot coming up for you that we want you to stick around for. There's so much on this Ben Simmons story still that we're getting into. Plus, I'm going to go over again. The lines are out yardage numbers and things like that, and I want the guys to bet over and under on tonight's game, some of the prop bets. We'll get to that. Stick around, won't you? It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. And have I got a great deal for you if you're talking about betting? The Parx Casino Sportsbook app has got a special offer right now for new and existing customers. So everybody needs to get in on this right now. The Birds versus Tampa Bay tonight. You can start the game up 50-0. You're going to get 50 points with the Birds, plus 120 odds against Tampa Bay. It is the best chance for you to cash in. It's in the special market section of the app. Max bet applies $50. So, in other words, I'll do the math for you. At plus 120, that $50 bet is going to win you 60, which then allows you to go wild on other wagers you want to make. Great odds before the game even starts, and then they got all the props, too, that you can get in on. It's a great offer. So download the app or go to pa.parxcasino.com. Parx Sportsbook allows you to bet with the home team. That's a beautiful casino. I love Parx Sportsbook, too. It's a great, great spot, and you can cash in tonight. That's free money, folks. You got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania. Should you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
Sir, one more outburst, I will strangle you with my microphone wire. You understand me?
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
When you run a business, setbacks change everything. And online, they happen fast. With your Comcast Business Internet, you can stay ahead. And now it comes with Security Edge to make it even more secure. It helps keep your network safe with scans every 10 minutes. And unlike some cybersecurity options, this helps protect every device that's connected. Because when your information, your people, and your company have Security Edge, you can be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Fast speeds and advanced security. Now together for $69.99 a month for 12 months with a 3-year agreement from Comcast Business. Learn more about powerful connectivity and advanced cybersecurity solutions for your business. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today. Offer ends 1/3/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second and Security Edge customers only. Early termination fee applies. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change.
In 1919, Barbasol invented the very first no brush, no lather, no rub-in shaving cream. Today, we celebrate this milestone with a fresh take on the original. Introducing Barbasol 1919 Classic Shaving Cream, a culmination of over 100 years of shaving excellence. This new non-aerosol shaving cream is fortified with aloe, coconut oil, and shea butter to soothe and protect your skin. Paired with a fresh and calming fragrance, this ultra-slick formula delivers a shave experience like no other. Learn more at Barbasol.com.
Pro football season's here, and pro roofers save valuable time with Beacon Pro Plus. Beacon Pro Plus works 24/7 for material ordering, order history, and automated promotion tracking, so you can get your favorite GAF roofing products even when working remotely. And now, order on Beacon Pro Plus and get a $175 gift card and a chance for a VIP pro football getaway. Gear up and raise your game with Beacon Pro Plus today. Build, score, and win at BECN.com.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed effortlessly adjusts and responds to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. And now save up to $800 on Sleep Number 360 Smart Beds, plus special financing, only for a limited time. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Our first plan to spice up the NFL season was to add man-eating tigers to the game. We lost a lot of great players that day, and that was my bad. Now I'm bringing you the Caesars Sportsbook app. It's got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesars rewards, people. It's even better than Tiger Ball.
You must be 21. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
For the ones going above and beyond. For the ones reaching out, helping out, and lending a hand. For the ones people count on. You can count on Grainger. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Backed by 24/7 customer support and specialists to help with hard-to-find products. Because you've got everyone's back. We've got yours. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
In college football, Goodyear knows a new season means new possibilities, where every Saturday is an opportunity on the road to greatness. No matter if you're out there playing your hardest or cheering the loudest from the sidelines, tailgating in the parking lot, or your favorite spot to watch the game, Goodyear knows passion is what drives us forward all the way to the playoffs. That's the road that moves us. Goodyear, more driven.
Moisture in your house, cracks in your basement floor or walls, eroded foundation. These are all signs you could have mold in your home. DryTech Waterproofing Solutions is one of the top-rated mold remediation companies in Pennsylvania. Calling DryTech immediately could save you substantial repair costs down the road. They offer free evaluations, and Fanatic listeners can take advantage of 15% off just for mentioning the Missinelli Show. Don't let mold in your home. Visit DryTechCorp.com. It's DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Protect your investment.
Fall savings inside the Home Depot means something different once you get out there doing. For example, in here, it's a wide selection of top-rated appliances. But out there, it's your home running like a well-oiled machine. Order in store or use one-click bundling when you order online or in the Home Depot app. Shop the lowest prices of the season and enjoy free and flexible delivery on orders of $396 or more. At the Home Depot, how doers get more done. U.S. only. While supplies last, valid September 30th through October 20th.
BetRivers Sportsbook wants you to be in control of your football bets. That's why players love the same-game parlays at BetRivers. Same-game parlays let you mix and match player props and game bets and gives a payout boost to the winning combinations you want to root for. Combine two bets or combine many. You pick your confidence level and then watch the game unfold. Bet on same-game parlays at BetRivers.com or download the BetRivers app. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now.
You want to help support the fight against breast cancer? You can do it by going to one of your favorite spots, Hooters. Hooters wants to help out in the fight against breast cancer during the month of October. If you donate $1 or more, you can get your name on the card that they hang up around the restaurant. You can buy a pink drink because $1 of every limited edition special pink drink sold in October is donated to breast cancer research. You can get the 2022 Hooters calendar. Egan's getting a Christmas present, and it includes over $100 worth of coupons. $1 from every sale goes to the V Foundation for Cancer Research. Get the idea? You love Hooters wings. You love their burgers, their sandwiches, their seafood. You absolutely love it. You want Hooters to go, maybe tonight to watch the game at home. Go to HootersToGo.com and you can place your order. Come and pick it up and bring the party back to your house. You're absolutely going to love it. So for dine-in, to-go, curbside, or delivery, Hooters is bringing the flavor to you and all of the fun of football season, whether you're going to one of your local Hooters or whether you're doing HootersToGo.com. Check out NortheastHooters.com to find the location nearest you. Remember, Hooters is going to make you happy.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
You know we really like you when you listen on the radio, but we love you a little bit extra when you take us with you after your ride on the 97.5 app.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Appreciate you hanging out with us, the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. It is a game day, which is always fun. Game day for the Eagles tonight. Eagles and Tampa Bay tonight. You don't want to miss it. Look who's in town. So we know Jamie's out. We should have just asked Michael Rappaport to just come in and sit in for Jamie today. He's up at this hour, I'm sure. Michael Rappaport joining us now on the John Kincade Show. Are you, Michael, you usually up at 9:30?
Oh, yeah. I've already done so much this morning. I've been up. I've been out. I went on my walk. I'm getting ready to get in a car and head up to Philadelphia. Yes. And I would love to come to the station. If Jamie ain't coming tomorrow, you let me know.
Well, we're going to be, how about this? We're going to be at Center Ice tomorrow with the Flyers.
Nice.
Isn't that nice? That's like Michael Rappaport type of first row type of clearance that we've gotten.
That's really, really nice. But I'm excited to be coming back to Philly, and I'm excited to be performing at Helium. And with all this sports going on, especially with your guy Ben Simmons, and hopefully you guys beat the dog snot out of Tampa Bay and Tom Brady tonight. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm a New York Giants fan, but we share the same disdain for Tom Brady. So hopefully you guys beat the dog snot out of him, and people come to the shows at the Helium Comedy Club this weekend, because I can't wait to be back in Philly. I love the city.
Question is, though, the disdain you have for Brady, You still have the ultimate respect, though. You still respect his game. You just don't like him.
I mean, how could you not respect him? He's ridiculous, and to continue to be ridiculous year after year. Of course, we'll all miss him when he's gone. Love him, hate him, respect him. When he's gone, it'll be an end of an era. So many memories, so many highs and lows. Rooting for him, rooting against him, wherever you stand. I mean, he's the best, and and you have to appreciate it. That doesn't mean I have to root for him.
Exactly.
Michael, we threw this around last week, a bunch of us before a show, just to pass the time. But who's your favorite athlete of all time to watch?
That's a good question. My favorite athlete of all time to watch.
I know who you're going to. I'm going to guess.
You know what? I have to go with Dr. J.
Wow,
is that right? Wow,
I wouldn't have guessed that one.
I have to go with Dr. J. He's the first athlete that I, as a kid fell in love with. I wasn't in the Marvel comics. I wasn't into Bruce Lee. Dr. J was my first superhero. And as a kid, you're so impressionable. He was my guy, and I'm not alone. Obviously, everybody, especially you guys out there, you got to see him firsthand. But I mean, him and Muhammad Ali, obviously Michael Jordan. I loved, Bernard King for the New York Knicks.
I thought you were going to say Lawrence Taylor.
I was going to get to Lawrence Taylor, the single greatest football player ever. And I don't think I need to explain it why. Listen, we talked about Tom Brady. You guys have your Randall Cunninghams. We got the Jerry Rices. Nobody did what Lawrence Taylor did, which is win MVP of the NFL on crack.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so I mean, the guy is a two-time Defensive Player of the Year on crack. And we're not talking about this. We're not talking about the synthetic stuff that they sell. We're talking about crack, pure, uncut crack from the 80s and the 90s. So he's another one that just was so exciting and so such a game-changing player and such an exciting New York Giant and such an exciting football player. But like I said, there's Walter Payton, there's Jim Brown.
There you go.
But none of them could hold the candle to what LT did, winning MVP on crack. The guy would not sleep on Saturday nights. He would stay up all night and then chase around Ron Jaworski like he was a rag doll and throw him around like it was nothing. And no disrespect to the great Ron Jaworski, but he would catch him and just throw him around after not sleeping for days on crack. So he's my guy.
Michael will be at the Helium Comedy Club tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. So you can head to heliumcomedy.com to get your tickets. You're enjoying being out in front of the public again. This is great to be able to have these. It's just great. The immediate feedback has got to be great for you.
It's so much fun doing live shows, doing stand-up comedy. The immediate feedback. Every show is different. You never know what you're going to get going into a show for both sides, for me and the crowd. And I just love it. And we were so demoralized last year that it's just I appreciate it even more than ever to be performing live and even to be able to go to the city and be out and get a meal and be among people. And I'm really, like I said, I'm on my way to Philadelphia right now, and I can't wait. I got a question for you guys.
What's that?
Do native Philadelphia people, do they still go to the Rocky Stairs? Because when I go to Philadelphia, which is at least once, twice a year, I will not leave Philadelphia with not running up the stairs. Is that just because I'm a Rocky lunatic? Is it because I don't live there?
If you have guests in town, maybe if you're taking them on a little sightseeing tour, but natives don't go to it and do it. No.
Okay.
No, but that's
cool.
But it's cool. But no, it's fun. But it's not. No, that wouldn't be what the natives.
But it is a part of a lot of people's workout routine where they'll run around the river down there, and then your last thing is you run the steps as a workout. So there will be natives there, but they're not there so much to see the statue.
Jamie used to run by the Kate Smith statue, heading to he'd hit 3 cheesesteak spots, and he'd run near the Kate Smith statue. Made him feel a little bit better.
Now, speaking of cheesesteaks, I know this is a very controversial, divisive topic. If I'm going to eat one cheesesteak while I'm in
it's so
town,
hard. Where are you?
playing
Well, what part
at
of
the
town are
Helium
you
Comedy
staying in?
Club. Well, I'm down. I'm going to be where the club is. I'm in that
Okay.
area. So if I was going to eat one cheesesteak in town within 20, 25 minutes.
Oh,
of where
20,
I'm
25
staying,
minutes gives a wide swatch. Where are you
give me
going?
one-
Pat, where's he
Tell
going?
me.
John's roast pork.
John's roast pork. I think you'd have to say that.
Yeah, that's a great bet.
You'd have to say
Angelo's-
John's roast pork.
Angelo's is
He's
good.
saying one, though, but he said one. John's roast pork will be the one.
Yeah, if they're busy, Angelo's.
And if they're busy, Angelo's. But no, John's
Well,
roast
what do you mean busy? Don't you got some juice? Like, can't I say I know somebody over there?
Yeah, you can. You can. You just go in
say
and
who
say
you are. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Believe me, you'll be better off than if you say us. This is great. Michael, have a great shows. I'm sure they'll be great. We'll see you in studio sometime soon, though.
Anytime you guys
There you
have
go, buddy.
me, I'll be there.
Thanks, Michael.
Thanks, Michael.
Michael Rappaport joining us here on the John Kincade Show.
Dr. J, his favorite athlete.
I was surprised by that.
Yeah, that's good. He must.
It's a great one,
Oh, he knew he was on in Philadelphia too. So.
No, but still, though, that is no. But he would be because remember he was a net.
Yeah, all of a
before
sudden he
he
goes
was that.
Bryce Pop was my favorite
No, but he grew
athlete
up.
ever.
But he grew up right where when he would have first understood pro sports, he was a net. So he would have had the ABA team right there with the multicolored ball and all the fun and frivolity. Go to the Fanatic online store, by the way, at 97.5thefanatic.com and grab a Run the Ball t-shirt. And hopefully you won't be screaming that at the television tonight as you're watching Nick Sirianni. Hopefully he will call some design run plays, not RPOs.
Hopefully he buys one.
That is not a run play. And hopefully he
if
buys,
he buys
one, too.
one, he'll wear it.
Oh, he'll wear it for
That's
us.
my point.
That'd be
Yeah.
he could patronize us.
That would,
Yeah.
I think the company would be fine with that.
John would be mad at him for wearing it, but we'd all like it.
Oh no! I'd be totally duplicitous and say yes, Nick.
Twice
keep doing
in
it.
one day, duplicitous.
Hey, football's here, and our birds are 100-1 to win it all. 100-1. Make 2 tickets, hold on to one, sell the other, bet on prop swap. That's what Jamie tells you to do this season. You can get a huge profit. In Cooney's Corner, he didn't really need this on his plate, but he's got it.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Yeah, so with all of this Ben Simmons stuff going on, and, we talked earlier about what Doc Rivers might have to do, what Daryl Morey might have to do, how does it get rectified, all that. The shame of it is, it's put an awful lot on Joel Embiid's plate.
It certainly has.
Here's a guy that just came off his best season in the NBA, who was right there in the MVP voting. Many say should have won it, but could have won it. Has come into camp, from what I'm told, in the best shape of his career.
Okay.
Is looking to expand, and I think has and can very easily get even better than what he was last year. And now he's got to deal with this. He's got to deal with these questions. He's got to deal with this black cloud that's hanging over the team, over who's starting at point guard, what's going on here. If he comes back, can you handle it? It's a shame. And it's a shame that all this is thrown on Joel Embiid's plate when all this guy wants to do is all that anybody in Philadelphia asked Ben Simmons to do. And that was to concentrate on basketball, get yourself better, therefore get the team better.
Okay, how much does he make a year?
Who, Joel Embiid?
Yeah.
A lot.
Okay, cry me a freaking river.
Look, okay.
You know what? You're asked to do things at work. You're asked to do things that are sometimes uncomfortable, sometimes that you don't want to do. And I believe this will be temporary, Bob. Whatever he's asked to do, I do not believe it's going to be a long-term solution.
What do you mean? Who?
I believe that you're going to have Joel Embiid asked to play nice, do other things where he's asked to be a professional. If Ben has to be part of things, he can do it. If Ben isn't part of things, he learns how to handle it. This is going to be a time of disruption until they either make a deal for Ben or they don't.
Yeah,
I need him to say, okay, I'm the highest paid guy in the team. I'm being paid a freaking fortune.
And he will, but he shouldn't have to. And that's my point. He shouldn't have to do it, but. Okay, you think that money controls everything and that guys should be happy because they're making money. I'm just telling you, the guy wants to play basketball and win. He doesn't need this crap on his plate.
No, I'm saying to you, I don't disagree with you that it's a mess he didn't make.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I absolutely ask people to be professionals at work.
Sure.
Yes. So be a professional at work. Don't. This shouldn't be an issue. You're being asked, suck it up. Do what you got to do and smile when you're doing it. Or as Betty Kincade would have told you, you don't have to smile when you're getting blanked. Just do it. That was one of her favorite expressions. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like. Oh man, this is so tough on.
I'm not crying a river.
But people
for him.
are though. People, I've read that, Bob. I've read this in print. I've heard people say it on the air. Like that, people are asking. Like they're asking Joel. It's going to be such a toll on Joel.
Oh, I haven't heard that at all. I just say that, like, it just sucks that this guy is doing exactly what the city has asked him to do, exactly what he should do,
right,
in order to get himself better. All of that stuff, and now he's got a pile of crap that he has to shovel away, which he shouldn't have to be doing.
Yes.
It shouldn't be. He
it shouldn't have
be
to.
there. Yeah.
I want the end game, Pat. The end game is Ben Simmons is gone in a great deal where his stock is high. And I expect everybody in the organization, while you've got the asset, to take care of the asset. If you've got the car and you're trying to sell it, you don't go out there and dirty up the car. You don't go out there and dent up the car. You do everything you can to preserve the car until you're rid of the car.
Yeah,
then whatever you want.
That's not my end game. My end game is they are able to rectify this, and he wins a championship here. And because I truly believe there isn't a package out there, if it's not Damian Lillard, which is a pipe dream, there's not a package out there that comes close to what he's going to give you. I mean, some of the packages that have been bandied about that because of the fact that this situation's gotten so dicey and crappy, some of these packages that we've gone, oh, okay, maybe I'd think about that, are like, they're gross.
Okay, when the James Harden, Harden trade story started last year?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay.
There could be. Yeah, they started talking about it right around Thanksgiving, going, if things don't go well, then maybe they'll look to move him. That's the same sort of thing you're looking at with the Dame Lillard or somebody else.
I understand, but I think that was a different situation.
Okay.
I think he already kind of wanted out. His time had come. Dame's extremely loyal. He likes being in Portland. I didn't get the sense that James Harden was loyal to Houston.
No, I don't think he was.
I think he was loyal to the Houston eateries, but I don't think he was loyal to Houston.
It was a time of supporting your local businesses.
I can't believe people.
It was.
I'm not
he did that. He did that.
We were all begging to get local takeout.
I'm shocked though, with people with the impression of this trash Ben Simmons. Get rid of him. He sucks. Everything. Look, I think Ben Simmons being gone is the best resolution.
Yeah.
But as long as you've got him, I don't want to trash him. If I'm trying to sell a house, I do not want to have a big party at the house and have the place get trashed and have it look dirty and have the front lawn get into disrepair.
Okay.
I want to be rid of the house. So the way to do that is to let the house look its best. And whatever you got to do to suck it up till you sell that house, suck it up.
Well, how's he going to look his best? I think after 5 years, people don't know what he is?
I think if you put... I think people look at it.
Seriously, after 5 years, you don't know what he is?
He was an all-star last year.
I agree. So people that think he's an all-star, that's good. Then he's an all-star.
Yeah, but they may not think it.
He's not going to go on the court now and change anybody's mind about what kind of player he is.
But if he gets back to the player that he was at the beginning of last season, as opposed to
everybody
the
already
player,
knows that.
No, but I understand what you're saying. But that player that we got a year ago, not 6 months ago, that player gets you a lot more than the lasting impression that he gave a lot of NBA teams.
Bob, you're ruling out recency bias, and I can't believe that. Recency bias is a real thing.
Look,
if somebody's off to a hot start.
He's played 500 games in the NBA or whatever. NBA general managers know exactly what he is.
So that book's written.
They know exactly what he is. I'm not saying it's bad. You guys know me.
No, I know that.
Look, you know exactly what he is. The recency bias doesn't come into play. His greatest level doesn't come into play. It's right there in between. Do you want a guy that can get you 11, maybe 11 rebounds, 15 points, and 9 assists a game? A lot of people would say, hell yeah, I'd be on board with that. There's also people that say, yeah, but I see what happens at the end of a game, in an important game, and he's going to get fouled. I have to take him off the court. There's no secrets to Ben Simmons. There really isn't. Him going out and playing 20 games at an unbelievable level isn't going to change people's minds about who he is.
Okay, and look, you were in a lot more front offices and press conferences than I have ever been or will be. So tell me if I'm wrong, though, that some NBA GMs out there are so arrogant that they think that they could be the one, including coaches, by the way, that they could be the one to fix him, that they could be the one to get the untapped potential that the Sixers didn't. And they look at the situation like, well, the Sixers didn't get this because they put the blame and the onus on the Sixers and not necessarily the player in Ben Simmons.
Right.
So because of the fact that they think that they're going to be the one to get this out of him, they will up their trade value. They'll make it worth it. It's not just about the player that you said, we know what he is for 4 years. It's about the player that he can become. They think that they can get him to that level.
Right.
And that's why they would trade for him.
Yeah. I don't know what your point is against mine, is what I'm saying.
But your point was, we already know what he is, and he's not going to change.
There's probably GMs out. So you think if he goes on the floor for 20 games and then they're going to say, oh, wait, we can change him and make him better?
No, I think if he goes on the floor and he proves that he was the player a year ago and not the player that we saw 6 months ago, which was terrible and broken, I think that will change GM's mindsets.
I think it would bring more. I think it would bring more people to the marketplace. Absolutely, if we saw the first 25, 30 games of last season, if we see that Ben Simmons, I think more teams would be interested in bringing him in. I think more teams would say, "Yeah, I'm perked up interest." If he plays like he did after he had the incident with his sister and the little mini vacation and then the crappy playoff, I think that's not going to draw anybody to the table. I think that may actually repel people from wanting to purchase him.
I don't see how any games are. They know who he is. He's an all-star. He's a 3-time all-star. He's a guy that's going to give you the numbers that I told you. He's also that guy that's not going to shoot late in the game, and he's also the guy that other teams can foul late in the game. If you think you can handle that, look, a lot of teams could. And I told you, around the NBA, people admire him more than we think. He's we're not seeing it now because you can hold the Sixers over a fire. But the book is set. 20 games is not going to change anybody's mind. It's just not. I'm telling you, I've talked to GMs, I talked to people around the league. It's not going to change.
You're done with Ben Simmons. I mean, that's been clear. We talked about it earlier in the show.
Yeah,
You brought the fire earlier.
I even surprised myself.
You
but
did.
Yeah, I am. I don't want that type of attitude in my organization. I just don't. I appreciate his game maybe even more than everybody here.
I say this.
No, you've always been an advocate for his game.
Yeah.
And I say this with all due respect, Bob. You're an idiot and you're wrong.
I think that's a good summation of the argument.
What
we should
now?
end it right there.
Huh? What now?
610.
Said it with my chest.
Now Bob's packing up.
Bob's packing up to come in here and fight me.
He's done. I'm packing up.
I was moving my bag because
Bob
I was
is
afraid I
George
would forget
Costanza
it.
in a meeting.
Bob didn't want the smoke, but when he got it, he packed up and left.
We don't have a meeting, do we?
It's the George Costanza. He has walked it off. I cannot wait to watch this unfold.
It's
no matter
be
any way it happens.
Strange.
All right, tonight is the night, though. We have a game tonight. We have the Eagles, and none of us have picked the Eagles to win the game, which is shouldn't bother the Eagles at all because only was Jamie the only one, or last week Jamie was the only one.
Jamie was the only one that had him against Carolina, maybe on the whole station. Egan,
by the way, Jamie's the only one unbeaten, right?
He is undefeated. Yeah.
Wow.
Now he predicted a loss tonight.
He did
a 6-point loss. Jamie has been
right on the fence.
Jamie is the one who now was he in spite last week? Would you say that was a spite pick that him and the Cuz were going at it all week long about Matt Rule?
No, I want to give Jamie credit for this.
Well, I don't want to.
Well, you don't, but I do because
you're going to give him credit
coward,
for it,
and I'm not. I'll give my friend Jamie Lynch credit. He's undefeated. The man knows football. He's a good football man.
He studied and he was smart about his pick. I agree.
He's a footballsman.
Yeah. He knows his footballs. The guy knows football. Like Nick Sirianni loves ball. Jamie Lynch knows ball.
I can't wait to see this unfold tonight. I really do believe we are going to see a show tonight. It's not going to be the disaster that Pat says. This isn't a woman floating in the sea holding onto a door.
Okay.
This is going to be
a disaster.
This is not going to be that tonight.
She killed a man.
This may be something like the movie Speed.
Okay.
A lot of excitement with a lot of bad acting, but a lot of excitement. That the result ends up being something dumb, we lose, but it could be like watching Speed.
I mean, a bad act, I'd take offense to that.
Keanu Reeves.
He was great in it.
Keanu Reeves.
He's great in that movie. He sold it.
Oh, my gosh.
Wildcats.
WILD. Cats. We're going to have a great time tomorrow morning with the Philadelphia Flyers tomorrow at Center Ice as the Flyers kick off their season. We look forward to having special guests come on by and join us, and we will be recapping tonight's game, where 31-27 for me, 31-17 for Bob, and 45-24 for Pat. Pat saying the major over. It is a huge over. Pat, are you going to up the points and then bet the over and really cash in?
Oh, yeah, you can do that, too.
I'll tell you how much I lose tomorrow.
Okay, we'll find out.
No, I'm confident in you tonight. You're going to win some money.
Pat's going to be out.
We all are.
We're all winning money tonight.
Yes,
on
I
our
feel
individual sports betting apps. We look forward to having you join us tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. Remember, support life-saving cancer research. Join us and our generous partner, Farron Electric, and make a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research today. Go to 97.5thefanatic.com/AACR because cancer research saves lives. Cuz is out at Parks, right?
Yeah.
Is it Parks today? He's out at Parks Casino. So Cuz and Chunas are going to be having a great time with you, leading you up to the Mike Missinelli Show, leading you up to Eagles pregame. It is going to be fantastic. We hope you'll stick around with the Fanatic all day long. Be sure to stream the station when you're not with us, and you can be always a part of the action. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 6. Have a great day, everybody.
The John Kincade Show.
I am so excited, I can't stand it.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Hey, it's Jen Sporto. Hockey season has begun, and there's no better place to bet on all the action than FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge. Parlay